Howdy, folks. We're back. It's Saturday, and that means it's time for Kung Fu Theater. Woohoo!
Kung Fu!
Thank you.
Whatever that sound.
Well, you didn't play the song, so I improvised.
No, I didn't get around to playing the song today. But, so, when we last met, if I remember correctly, it's been a little while, and, I kind of forgot to double-check the ending of last session, so, which I usually do before we start, so I remember things, but if memory serves me correctly, you guys went, to a village, or town, actually, for some reason. I forget why I sent you there.
Miley sent us there because there was some kind of a lead or something, and when we got there, there was a bunch of poison, sorcery, jackassery afoot.
Right, okay. So, yes, Miley sent you there because there was... The village had some sort of secret that might be of some use to either to you or to prevent Gao Zhang's people from getting their hands on. If I remember correctly. When you arrived, there looked like there had been a big battle, and you found a bunch of very skilled martial artists who are known as the Crippled Avengers, who
oh right, yes,
who had been poisoned by the dread black centipede venom, which is a powerful demonic poison. And you managed to track down the sorcerer who was behind it and the remnants of his army back up the mountain into a strange cave after talking to the very weird hermit. And ended up
charming in a way.
and ended up in these weird formless gray caves, and eventually stumbled across a weird junkyard with this woman who claimed to be from the future, and who told you that you guys were actually in the netherworld.
Right. I remember that part.
I'm inclined to believe her because I got to fire a gun.
Yep.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And, she told you roughly where to find the people you're looking for, and you came into another cave in which there was a big village around a big pagoda behind a big wall with weird sort of cave, with weird sort of ledges and such outside the cave. So it looked like they were sort of a normal, a fairly normal-looking village, at least from a distance. And there were a bunch of guards around the pagoda and around the walls outside the pagoda. Some of whom looked like, in fact, ogres. And I believe that's roughly where we left off.
Yeah, we left off camping on the cliffs overlooking the whole place before we were about to set down and gather information in the city itself.
Right. So, folks, it is after you have rested up, you have had time to think, and it is time for you to plan your actual approach to all of this.
Time to think, and several weeks to forget it all.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, which is why I'm saying you've got time to actually think now.
Oh, man. I'm sure I had a plan at some point, but damned if I remember.
Well, it means just come up with a new plan.
Improvising.
I think we should go down there, kill everything, and then what were we here for again?
You are here.
We're going to get the cure for them people, the creepers.
Right. So yeah,
But
go
I'm
down there, kill
important
everything.
in everybody.
Did I make a note in Skype last time?
I think you did, actually.
I have to check this now. Let's see here.
Scrolling.
April.
I have no idea where it is in Skype, so I'll let you look for it. So, at any rate, yeah, you did have a plan of some sort. I just forget what it was. Or was that a plan you had for Star City? My brain not working right now. So,
I have a half-assed eidetic memory, okay?
I'll let you guys figure out. But anyways, you guys do need to come up with a plan for what you're going to be doing. Or at least, decide what you're going to do. Whether it be a plan or just charge headlong.
Because we have to deal with these, basically these orcs somehow, so. Or these orc-like things somehow.
They're ogres.
Ogres.
Orcs aren't in Asian myth, I don't think.
Not in China.
I think the note that I took is in a different conversation log.
Probably.
Because I think this is the Star City log, or vice versa. I don't know. Whichever conversation log this one isn't, is where it is.
Oh, Neil deGrasse Tyson. The perennial hyped name Supermoon insults the legacy of Superman, supervolcanoes, supernovae, novae, supernovas, and even Super Mario. I love Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's just awesome. So yes.
Your mic is really poppy today.
Mine is? Actually,
Yes.
it might be a little... I can tell you why. It's a little bit too close to my mouth.
That would do it.
Aha!
Apparently I bumped it at some point. It curved because the actual arm for the mic actually bends.
Ah.
And so I must have bumped it closer to my mouth than I thought I did. But I looked down, I'm like, I can't see... Usually when I look to the side, I can see the mic. I'm like, where is my mic? Oh, it's like right by my mouth. That would be why. That explains why it's popping. It's right by my mouth. So, what are you doing?
As a forenote, the plan was in fact for the other game, and
Okay.
it is in the other conversation log.
Here you go.
There we go.
I think we were going to gather information in the area from like the town, see like if they actually were chill with the pagoda party. Because I think what I had in mind was like starting a riot or maybe like an uprising of some sort or something as a distraction.
Okay. That could work.
And I can't think of anything else, so I'm gonna go with that for now.
Anybody else have any ideas, or are you guys going to go with that?
Could do that. That doesn't involve me going in and killing everything.
Do you want to kill the villagers?
You know what? I'm not in the right mindset. Hold on a second. I guess. Yeah, we could do that.
Are you sure you don't want to kill everyone? I mean, it wouldn't be too much trouble.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to kill everyone also. Let's just go. No, starting an uprising isn't a bad idea. Also sneaking in, using the villages as cover to pull the ninja shadow runny thing would work too.
Because the party as a whole is so sneaky.
Yeah,
It's true.
as a whole,
You're
as a
very
whole.
sneaky.
I never said we were sneaking. I said we were
Hey,
going.
I have an
to
infiltration check.
Yeah,
So do I. But
Yeah, you'll blend
I
in
do
perfectly,
not.
Redbeard.
yeah, but if I remember
Just
correctly,
because I practically glow in the dark.
Honestly, I'd probably be the best at blending in with poor villagers.
yes, you would be. You're actually very good at that.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mostly because you would look a lot like them.
And who knows, you might behave a lot like them too.
Oh, you're probably right. Which means they're not going to start an uprising at all.
Not without some prompting.
I could just see it now. All it takes to start a riot is to throw $10 into the street.
Or you can just go the Avatar route, grab somebody and start hoisting them over your head and just go, "Hey! Riot!
Riot!
Oh, Avatar. Only reason I mentioned the with prompting bit is if I remember correctly, one of you is a karate cop.
yes, I am.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you have inspire confidence. Oh wait, that's right. You're a bard in real life, not in this game.
Let me pull up my character sheet for Tylee real quick here.
Yep. Just saying that if you,
I can deliver a stirring speech, but
which will to convince otherwise law-abiding game master characters to aid you in some way, if I remember correctly.
right, as long as their lives are not at risk. And if I spend a fortune die while doing so, I can win over a shady or disreputable person, except primary antagonist. So,
yes, you might not be able to get a full-on riot, but you might be able to get them to help you.
Help would help.
yes, I'm just trying to do this. I'm trying to think of what I would say while my attention is split. Who are the people that you would want me to try to talk to?
Well, first off, I think we should actually go down there and start asking questions.
In the village.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. And then possibly get the villagers themselves to help out?
Yes. Either as a distraction or something like that.
Right. I'd have to convince them that they wouldn't be at risk if that was the case, but that is at least a feasible option.
Yeah, like maybe if there's like a food supply that we can hide in or something that comes in daily or something like that. Hide in the laundry.
No, you don't. You hide the laundry to break out of somewhere. Not to break into somewhere.
Okay, fine. The tailor, whatever.
I'm being silly. Although technically speaking, that actually is the trope.
Yes, I know.
Just occurred to me, like, that actually. No, you hide the laundry to get out of places. You hide something else to get in.
I just mentioned laundry because it's Chinese.
I know.
I made that joke before.
All right, so you guys are gonna head down to the village then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Excuse me.
I don't know how I feel about Saunders staying here or not.
Saunders is
What?
going to come with us.
Who says I'm going? I'm staying here.
That was out of character. It's like, on the one hand, he actually has infiltration. On the other hand, he's Saunder.
Oh, Sonder will be fine. Nothing bad will happen.
Oh, what could possibly go wrong?
Sandra blends in about as well as an 8-foot-tall lizard man.
Well, all right. So
Or an amphibian.
here's the thing. So you get down into the village, and the outer fringes seem a lot like the villages you're used to. But then you start noticing something. Noticing something a little bit odd. And I can everyone give me a perception check. You'll get at the very least the basic details. If you roll well enough, you might get some extra cookie stuff. But closed roll perception.
Roll
Aha! I got a 5.
11.
Aha! I got a 4. Or no, rolling low. Damn it!
Nope. I overmodify. That should be a 10. My bad.
All right, so 10,
Yes.
9, and 5, and Tylee rolled a 4. All right, Tylee's the only one who doesn't really notice. You notice that there are, you start noticing that the makeup of this village isn't exactly what you were. Isn't just the sort of traditional, like the village you're used to, at least. Those of you from China are used to, and what Scott Saunders seen most recently, because you start noticing that there are people who are not Chinese here, and are wearing very different styles of clothing and such. They're all basically sort of wearing very heavily worn clothing. I mean, they've taken as good care of their clothes as they can, but they're villagers. They're not, they're poor. They're fairly poor villagers. But you start noticing that there are people from different parts of the world. There are people who Saunder actually would blend in fairly well with.
Oh dear.
We found Mos Eisley.
Kinda, yeah, actually.
Uh-oh.
Saunder, you actually do see people who do look a lot like, people from your homeland.
Do I see anyone who owes me money?
No, you don't see any. No, you don't see anybody you recognize.
Okay.
But it's like, wow, those people could have stepped out of almost any village in. We're part of Scandinavia. Is Sonder from?
Let's just say Denmark.
All right. So yeah, those they could have stepped out from a random Danish village any random Danish village. It's like, huh?
Well, we just came out of, a connection to the underworld, so maybe that has something to do with it.
Entirely.
No, not the underworld. It's important. That would be terrible if we were in the underworld.
What?
Or the netherworld. Very different.
Whatever.
The other underworld is basically hell.
I don't want to go to the underworld.
Mind you, there'd be a bunch of demons for Sonder to fight, which would be kind of cool, but...
Oh no, we would have had to fight demons.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Oh, not demons.
Lots of them.
Okay.
You guys have fun with that. I'll watch from over here.
At any rate, but Sonder, you do recognize people that look like they're from roughly where you're from. That's what everybody notices. The thing that anyone who rolled a 7 or better notices is that there are some people here who you sort of look at like that are pretty clearly not from the time period you guys are from. It's clear that they are probably from somewhere in the future.
Oh, jeez.
Like the one guy sitting there banging on his laptop, screaming, "Why can't I get a connection out here?"
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, jeez, is that recent?
No, there are people who look like they're probably from the contemporary juncture, yes.
Oh, jeez.
And some people from the future, even.
What?
But from further into the future, from our future.
Right. What? No, jeez.
Although there are parts of the world where the laptop might actually work better than it does here. But you wouldn't know this yet, so because you've not been to the land of the Queen of the Ice Pagoda. I will say this out of character. One of the basement levels of her ice pagoda is filled with computers. that she actually used her shaping ability to create out of netherworld stuff.
Huh. Neat.
Because she heard about stuff in the future and thought computers seemed like a really good idea. And I can't easily get them, but since I've now been explained to them by how they work by all these people from the future, who are scientists and such, I now can use my ability to modify the netherworld because I've attuned to a ridiculous number of feng shui sites in the contemporary juncture to create what I need. Because you can basically, this is an aside. If you are in the netherworld, you have anyone who's been attuned to feng shui sites gains the shaping skill, which allows you to shape the netherworld to your needs. Your shaping skill is equal to the number of feng shui the most number of feng shui sites you've ever been attuned to.
Huh.
So you all have a shaping skill of 1.
Yay!
You cannot, even if you knew how to use it properly, you wouldn't be able to do much with it. You have to remember, the Queen of the Ice Pagoda was attuned to 1/4 of the feng shui sites of the world at one point.
Yeah.
Her shaping skill is mighty.
We're shaping
I made a
skills in the
rock.
hundreds. Maybe thousands.
As I said, she can make computers out of nothing.
That's
Hell.
nothing. I can make computers into nothing.
This is true. She also has troops who use submachine guns made out of ice.
That doesn't seem like it would work very well.
Sub-Zero machine guns? Ah.
You wouldn't think it works very well, but they work very well. Because the way things work in her realm.
Oh, geez.
Wouldn't the explosions cause them to melt?
Nope.
You just reminded me of something terrible. Ah.
Because, I'll say this, Nick, because magic.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna write myself a note so I'll remember to explain this after the game.
Alright, so anyways. That is what you are noticing. Is that there are people. The village is filled with people from lots of different times and junctures. And places in the world. So it is motley assortment of people from different time periods and places.
That is curious indeed.
At any rate, so what are you doing? Who do you want to talk to?
I want to talk to that strapping person over there.
All right, so I need people to tell me what exactly questions you want to ask, types of questions you want to ask, and sort of etc. Who you want to talk to. Since I'm assuming that more than one of you want to talk to people, and you'll probably be talking to different people.
I'm going to be going off of the notion of, I'm new around here. Can you tell me what's what?
That's fine. Okay, so that's what you're doing. Sonder, are you going to talk to anybody?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait to chop something in half.
Just checking.
I thought living there.
Saunders very much less concerned with the why of everything.
I know. I was just curious whether you want to...
Yeah, it's a legitimate question.
So my questions will be kind of similar at first, because we are aware of a problem that is nearby, but first we want to kind of understand a little more about the people around here, and kind of what generally goes on day by day here.
Okay.
As the sort of newcomers in the area. So.
Longfang, are you talking to anybody, or are you sort of just moping about being Longfangy?
Oh.
Hey, how hard is it to get abyssal scorpion venom, or centipede venom, or the cases that you keep them in?
You're gonna ask random villagers that. Okay.
Yes, I am being straight into the point. Hey, that guy lives in that castle there, right? How do I get in?
Okay.
I have a mental skill of 3.
I know. I'm aware. All right, so we'll start off with the ones that are less likely to lead something bizarre and weird happening. So, Word, you are trying to find out sort of the lay of the land mostly, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. Give me a detective roll, I guess.
Okay. 12.
All right.
This
12.
can't be good at all. I'm rolling positively.
All right. So, you're able to talk to a few villagers. You're presenting yourself as being new to the area, right? You said.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, they are. The impression you get from talking to them is that they are. I'm trying to think how to phrase this. Most of them aren't. They're sort of they're fairly welcoming of someone new in town, reasonably so, but they're also not like they're not like, it's not that they're suspicious or anything like that. They're just sort of like yeah, you'll do fine here. You just keep your head down. Don't mess with the guards or anything like that. This is a reasonably safe village for somewhere in the Netherworld that isn't run by one of the big four. Yeah, the four monarchs.
I've not heard of these monarchs.
Well, yeah, they're these four very powerful sorcerers who rule large chunks of the Netherworld. There's the Queen of the... They all sort of seem to have some sort of weird elemental theme. They have their own sort of areas that are... They rule from these giant pagodas made of whatever. There's the Queen of the Ice Pagoda, the King of the Fire Pagoda, the King of the Thunder Pagoda, and the Queen of the Darkness Pagoda.
Which one's this one?
No, none of them. This guy is just some random sorcerer who took over this small little area here.
Oh, the wannabe pagoda. Okay.
Well, it's a pagoda. It's just not one of the it's not one of the big four, as I said. Yeah, they're all, those four are immensely powerful sorcerers, and as long as you don't mess with them, they generally. It's so. Anyways, I don't know much about about them. I've sort of I settled here with a whole bunch of people, and a few years ago that sorcerer came in and took over and basically made a bunch of people build the pagoda. And that was a bad time, but things have gotten a little bit better since then.
This is the pagoda of heart.
No, it's not. it's he's not. It's better when he's not when the actual man isn't here. He sort of usually leaves. He's often away doing other stuff, and when he's not around, it's actually not that bad. His guards are tough and occasionally mean, and the ogres are dangerous. But as long as you keep your head down and do what you're asked, things aren't too bad. There are worse places to be that are more dangerous here in the Netherworld. So,
all right, I will keep all of this in mind. Thank you very much.
All right, Skitch. I need some sort of social role from you.
It could be either police or just charisma.
All right, so police would mean you'd be approaching it more as a cop.
Right, like basically, what's the situation around here? Have there been any like problems as of late?
Right.
Who's shaking down you fine whatever merchant you are?
All right.
I think that I will say that I'm going to be what's your character's name? I will be Tylee's heavy.
Yeah, he'll be following me around.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, look, you don't need to worry about hiding anything from me about what's causing problems with you. Me and the big guy here can take care of what's troubling you, no problem.
All right.
Or we could do good cop, bad Viking.
Sure.
Oh, that's a new spin on things.
Isn't that what we're already doing?
Look, you don't want to upset my friend here. He's a little crazy. I'm a champion off.
Look. You have him in a good mood right now. You don't want to see him when he's pissed off. All right.
All right.
So which would you prefer, police or mine?
All right. Give me a. Actually, if this is how you're sort of playing it, you can give me a police check. Nick, you can give me an intimidation check.
Oh, full. Closed.
Oh yeah.
Closed. Oh, why is it? Why did it explode? Oh wait, no, it didn't explode. It's just I have plus 13 to it. It's like
plus 13.
I forgot. Well, I'm more intimidating. I'm more policey than you are intimidating. At least I guess that's something.
Given that that's you're both actually pretty good at the skills. It's just not rolled poorly.
Rolled significantly worse than I did.
Yeah, and
I only rolled one worse than you did.
Shh, significantly worse.
But Skitch has got +2 on the skill, so.
Yeah.
All right. You've managed to find some of the guy who runs a shop. Who you basically start asking about what sort of lay of the land and who's in charge here and such, and he seems a little reticent to sort of talk badly about the people in charge, but you're able to find out that at least for the most part, for your average people in the town, it's not in the village. It's not that bad as long as they basically as I said, keep their heads down and such. But the people who run businesses are definitely squeezed by the pagoda. They are heavily taxed. And if they don't pay the taxes properly, like honestly, it's to Skitch, to you it sounds less like taxation and more like a protection scheme.
Right. So you're saying they're giving you the shakedown to keep your shakes down here, right?
Kinda, I guess.
Interesting. How long has this been going on for?
Around about 5 years or so. The sorcerer, the boss came in and with his thugs and a few ogres he managed to get from somewhere and took over the place. We didn't really have much in the way of. Basically, this village sort of got founded by sort of people from wandering from different parts of the Netherworld, who didn't want to stay in the other places, and we had a little community going, and we had a couple people who were competent enough defenders to keep away most of the normal riffraff, but they couldn't stand up to his magic and his ogres, so they took over and conscripted a bunch of people to build the pagoda. And after it was done, which was a couple of years ago, things actually settled down a bit, but he basically established, and to be fair, his troops do keep out, anybody who any bandits and such who decide to try to do things here tend to meet messy ends.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it could be better, I guess. I mean, it was better before he moved in my opinion.
Well, I guess that's I guess if there's any way that you'd want, if there's something that, I don't know, let's say hypothetically that if you wanted something to be done, no promises, whatever, one way or another, but if something could be done, what would you want it to be?
Honestly, if some of the guards aren't too bad. I mean, the ogres kind of got to go, but they can't. I would love it if the ogres weren't here because they're bestial, brutish thugs.
Of course.
But
I'm not actually that.
But some of the regular guards aren't too bad. But if the sorcerer and his cronies were gone, we probably, and some of the better guards signed on, we probably could, defend ourselves pretty well with what we got there, and the extra defenses that he actually have forced us to put in, and improve things around here significantly. At least until the next sort of powerful bandit lord came in and was able to overwhelm whatever defenses we had here. But it'd be better for a while at least.
Yeah. If only there was some sort of powerful bandit, Viking, or what have you, that could just go in and take over everything. But unfortunately, I don't think anything like that exists. Anyways, thank you for your time.
All right, Eric.
Hey.
So you're talking to you approach some people. First off, give me a medicine roll, actually.
Medicine, where are you? There you are.
All right, you were actually able to track down the village doctor.
Aha!
You have dysentery.
No, because that's not. Eric again was not approaching this subtly, if I remember correctly.
No, not at all.
So you're able to track him down.
Besides, they're not playing the Oregon Trail.
That's probably for the best. So you approach the doctor, and he sort of looks up and says, "Oh, how can I help you? How can I help you, brother?"
Hi. I need some Abyssal's centipede jars.
He blinks a few times at you. I need you to give me a charisma roll, Eric.
It's not negative.
No, it's not. That's actually that. He looks at you. He looks completely befuddled. Why are you asking about black centipede jars?
Well, I need to
abyssal centipede jars.
I need to make a cure for the venom. So, unless you got some lying around, that would be helpful.
No, I don't have access to abyssal centipedes, or the jars they're kept in, or antidotes for them. The only person I know of who might have that would be the guy up in the sorcerer up in the pagoda.
Oh, how do I get in there?
Well, I guess you could walk up to the gate and ask to be let in. That probably
Thanks,
won't.
I'll go do that now.
But that probably wouldn't go well. I mean, is there? Yeah, I mean that technically would work. I don't know of any. I don't know of any other way in. But yeah, I know that the sorcerer, our sorcerer lord. God, what was his name? I actually had a name for him, and I don't remember what it was.
Spawnhog the Insufferable.
The Dark Lord chuckles, the silly piggy.
Dark Lord Chuckles is not amused.
Might have been Shen Kang, I think, but I'm not positive.
Dave the Barbarian was ahead of its time. That show would be all the rage right now if it come out at the time at frickin' Adventure Time did. So.
I'm just looking through my notes here.
Mother of Babe.
There are a couple of names in here which it could be.
Pick one at random.
I will end up doing that, but I was making sure that it's not in. That I don't have a particular note in here that says it is this guy. Oh dear lord!
All I know is that it isn't 100% Chang.
No, it's not. Nor is it Maximum Ba.
Maximum Ba.
One of my absolute favorite names from the random name generator.
I still like 100% Chang.
It's good. Hard Ass Quack was also good.
Cornwallis von Hogan III, Esquire.
We're gonna go with Shen Kang because why not? Because that's what I've got here.
Okay, Shen Kang.
So it's yes, our Lord Kang.
I'll be back.
I'm sorry, I just suddenly flashed an image of Kang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I know
in a
you did.
Mandarin outfit.
I know you did. Because I did too. The second you started laughing, my brain went to the same place.
Awesome.
Wait, who?
Kang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You mean Krang?
Yes,
Oh yeah, Krang.
that guy.
Yes.
That's why I didn't make the connection.
Oh, yeah, the problem is I'd forgotten his actual name. It's like, oh, it's Krang. You're right, it is Krang. Whatever.
Well, this guy's name is now Shen Krang.
No, it's Kang.
But then he
Because
can't...
that's not a... I'm pretty sure Krang is not an actual Asian name.
It's not. No, his name is Kang. But yeah, Lord Kang. I do know that he does favor using Black Centipede venom as a way of dealing with some of his dealing with those who betray him or cause him particular problems. It is an excruciating, long, and painful death.
Oh. I bet he's got some antidote, huh? You know, in case things go wrong.
Almost certainly.
So you don't think he'd be willing to part with it, huh? I could trade, I could trade this bit of thread.
Good luck with that.
How about 2 copper pieces?
Yeah.
No. So I should just walk up to the door and ask to let in? You said that wouldn't work, though.
Probably not. Unless you come with a particularly good angle for why they should let you in.
No.
And I can't think of a good one for you, so... But good luck with that. Before you leave, though, is there anything wrong? Any sort of health maladies or anything like that I can help you with?
Oh, too many to count. Thanks.
No, wait. If you got that many, I'd be happy to help. I charge reasonable prices.
Dollar signs pop up in his eyes briefly.
I give you 3 treatments for the price of 4.
Will you do it for 2 pieces of thread?
Sorry. 3 treatments for the price of 2. My bad. I reversed that in my head for some reason. 3 treatments for the price of 2. For the price of 2. No.
No.
Right.
Very
No
well.
one could ever afford it.
It's like too many to count. Wait, too many to count. Woo! I can make lots of money off of this poor monk. Never mind. Boy, he's more than another. Maybe he stumbled across something useful and some useful bits of netherworld junk that I could find useful. No, apparently not.
So at this point, I return to the party. So yeah, he's got them in there, and they don't think just walking up to the door and asking to be let in would work.
I'm shocked that wouldn't work.
I know, right? I mean, who would turn away a poor and suffering monk?
I would.
Yeah, but you're a filthy barbarian.
Oh, thank
back.
you.
Sorry about that. I'm
Wait,
back.
what do you mean filthy? I pay 3 times a month.
To be fair, that's more than I do.
And whenever he falls off the boat.
He is a little bit smellier than usual, considering that. Hasn't been on a boat in a while.
I returned with my authentic feng shui meal of homemade tacos with fake meat.
Aha! Fake meat.
Anyway,
Alright.
so what is your plan now? Is the question.
Let's walk up to the door and ask to be let in.
So after we explain that that's probably not going to work.
Unless you guys got a better idea. I mean, we could.
We could
Probably
not-
all gonna fail anyway and die horribly. That's usually what happens.
Okay, Zan.
So we need to get into this pagoda, and we need to get these items here. So, well, breaking and entering is normally a crime, but then again, so is hassling an entire village and taking protection money to keep them going. So I guess two
No,
wrongs.
Teddy. Two wrongs do not make a right.
Wait, why-
Come on, kids, let's go
Oh.
get him.
I was saying, well, like, wait, why are you lecturing me on this stuff?
How'd you going there?
All right. So here's what we need to do. We need to have a distraction, and we need to have the rest of us just kind of in there doing the work that needs to be done. So I can at least try to sneak in, and I can trust Sonder to be as quiet as
Sonder.
he can muster.
What kind of distraction are we thinking?
Well, I'm thinking a dirty, useless monk asking a series of pointless questions at the front door could help.
So what I've been doing before. Okay.
You have the skills necessary for it.
I'm going to say at this point is when Yuan actually managed to rejoin the group and starts hearing all of this.
It's like you have all the skills you've been practicing for hours, maybe even minutes.
So we're already planning infiltration, are we?
Possibly. It seems I'm not sure, unless we have some way of just getting there without infiltration, though.
I haven't heard anything of that sort, but in terms of a distraction, I think any towns member would be better for that than any one of us.
Yeah, but how are we going to convince him to do that?
Well, this fine gentleman we have in our presence is rather competent at inspiring those around him, wouldn't you say?
Look,
I am?
wait.
Not-
Wait.
She said, fine gentlemen.
All right.
So let's count out to two of us.
So who do you think? Who do you suggesting I should who I should try to persuade into action? This.
Well, what have you heard around town? Just to compare notes.
Well, I've basically what I've heard is more or less that the person who's running the pagoda isn't that bad, but he kind of takes in a bit of money to sort of make sure everyone is safe. That and the ogres are kind of an annoyance. Those are the main little bits of frustrations that the villagers I talked to seem to say. What about you?
Did any of them speak of bandit attacks or any of the like?
I don't think the ones I talked to were talking about bandit attacks that much. I don't think.
Well, I was thinking if bandits were to be coming, then they would have to stage a defense with it, wouldn't they?
Are you suggesting that I lied to them about bandits attacking, or?
I wouldn't ask that of you. I can do that myself.
So. But anyways, the
But you
point
could
of,
inspire them to a defense.
right. I'm just curious about what that defense will particularly grant us as an advantage on the way in, as other than just simply making a bit of noise per se.
Well, they won't be if they were to defend the borders. Then they wouldn't have as many to defend the inside.
Hmm. Oh. Oh, I see. We're talking about the guards more so than anyone else.
Indeed.
Well, that could be possible. Hmm. Thing is that we'd have to have a way to convince them, I guess, that there would be some impending bandit attack. Or otherwise.
I wonder if there are any of those firearm things around here. They're quite noisy, and I imagine someone firing one off outside the city limits would be rather attention-getting.
Quite. But what if the person who made that action would be, caught after the matter?
I would trust such a task to someone who would be discerning of such circumstances.
Hmm?
Someone who
I
knows
don't
how
get
to
it either.
Someone who knows how to get away.
Okay. So are you suggesting that I'm the one that shoots this gun and tries to get away, or...
I was more thinking in terms of someone who wanted to get out of here anyway, but if you want to volunteer.
Oh, or... I mean, are you saying that one of us should be doing it while shooting the gun, or someone from here who wants to get out? That's more of like what I'm asking.
Well, you said it yourself that the villagers would prefer if Mr. Man up there was gone.
Right.
You don't want to leave necessarily.
Yeah. I don't think they want to leave so much. It's just that they want the guy they wouldn't mind the guy who's kind of running things, I guess, to be gone from the standpoint of the money he's taking, but they're more concerned about the ogres, I think, than the guy running the pagoda.
Well, it seems to me as if we can get someone who is a little more enthusiastic about getting him out than concerned about other such things. Maybe one of the merchants, for example. I imagine they'd be the most inclined.
Well, I think we could try finding someone who fits that category in terms of someone who would want to, I guess, get out and or get him out in such a way, and then to try to convince him to do this action for us. Just sort of thinking of what the who would be a good subject for that? Would there be a best way to determine that from the people we've talked to so far, Peter?
Well, there are a couple of different ways you could approach that. I mean, honestly, none of the people you've talked to so far would be particularly good for that, I guess.
But we haven't spoken to any merchants yet, have we?
Well, Skitch did talk to one, but he didn't seem particularly...
He wasn't so upset with how the guy running the pagoda was running things to want him to be gone. He was more annoyed from the ogres than the guy.
Well, he was being very circumspect.
Right. As in, like, yeah, he is taking money from us, but we are kind of safe here, But
he was fairly certain they could be safe if the sorcerer wasn't here also, as long as the more dangerous guards were also gone.
Right. The ogre guards, particularly, so.
Yeah. So, yeah, So he's probably not the best bet, just because he didn't seem like the type who would actually stick his neck out. But you could probably ask around and talk to some people and find someone who might be.
Right.
That would probably require some skill rolls, but you probably could find someone.
I can roll a deceit and a detective.
Yeah, chances are we would want to have you do ask around to keep it on the download as to the actual persons that are going to be involved in the whole thing. So,
yeah. So I'm going to try and be deceitful in my manner of inquiry to throw attention away from myself and the group.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Sure.
Alrighty, first off, detective. And deceit.
Alright, so you're trying to find someone
Someone rebellious.
Okay.
Preferably a merchant who's been getting screwed out of their money and they're not going to take it anymore.
Okay. Sure. We can do that. Let me think.
Bonus points if they're a firearms merchant.
There aren't any. That is one thing you do not find in the village. Anyone who sells firearms.
Okay, fair enough.
That would probably be a bad plan for the sorcerer to actually allow that to happen. Actually, word. You find someone who used to actually traffic in firearms, but all of the stock was taken away by the was gotten rid of by the sorcerer and his men.
How tragically convenient.
So, and he's still upset about that to this day.
Now, I believe I'm with Word as Word's asking these questions. I'm just sort of walking around, not making myself that well known.
So he basically you're able to talk to him for a little while. The impression you're getting from him is that he's the sort of person who could probably be convinced, but you're not really convincing him at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was afraid of.
Well, this could be something that I could try to help out with, but let's see here.
What does this person look like? Do they look like they're from our era, and if so, our region?
No. He looks like he's Chinese. His clothing definitely doesn't seem like it's from your time period. But it doesn't look like some of the people you've seen who've wielded the more advanced firearms you've seen.
All right.
But he seems to be familiar with the concept of most types of gun.
Okay.
You get the impression from talking to him for a little while that he's been in the Netherworld for some time. He makes some references that seem to imply to you that he's not from as far into the future as the that lady you met that called herself the Professor. But
Right.
He definitely is from the future somewhere.
Okay.
His Chinese his Mandarin is a little bit different. Honestly, he seems to be. There's definitely something. He's definitely from a different time. It's the conclusion you come to. Having been made aware of the concept of being from a different time, you can now put your finger on that's the sort of difference he has.
Right. Yeah. All right.
But yes, right now you're not sure you can actually convince him per se.
Well, I have one idea that works. That has, well, I shouldn't say works, but has merit regardless of the time period. I'm going to flash some cleavage and try and seduce him.
Okay. You can definitely go for that if you'd like. You have the skills, so go for it.
12.
All right. Right. So,
I'm certain someone like you could pull it off.
all right. Well, you James Bond, the poor bastard.
You mean your shirt? Oh, the task, right?
Yeah. So he says, yeah, if you could get your hands on a few guns, I'd be happy to set up something that would allow you to fake a bandit raid. Yeah, no problem. But I know I know a couple people would be willing to make noises and such also. And we know some of the secret paths around outside of town that allow us to get back into town safely without being found.
Marvelous. I knew
But
I found the right man for the job.
But yeah, we don't have any guns. The sorcerer, when Lord Kang arrived, he made sure to take all the guns away. So I don't know where he put them. Probably they're in the pagoda. His guns, the guns he took away from us are in the pagoda. But I'm pretty sure that it's possible to find them somewhere in the Netherworld.
We can find some for you one way or another.
Okay. But yeah, once
you be around in this area,
I'm not leaving my shop.
all right.
I don't sell as much these days as I used to, but still sell a few things from here. A few gizmos and gadgets here and there.
All right then. It's a date.
Sweet. He actually says that. Sweet.
Excellent. We have a task. All right. So, having set that up, I will exit the area. Meet with Tylee, explain if I need to, and regroup with the rest of the group, and from there we'll figure out where we can pick up some guns.
That's up to you guys. So you guys link up again?
Unless they have an objection.
So where do we get this gun?
Nope, sound like Eric disconnected again briefly. Yeah.
I just got exploded again.
Sorry, Eric, you're sounding a little bit robo too.
Shall I disengage again?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Alright.
Gives me a chance to taco.
Alright.
Yay.
Yay.
I don't know what is up with Skype. It only seems to do this in
When we have multiple,
group calls.
yeah. It's sort of the exact actually, it's sort of the exact opposite of what seems to happen with Nick on Skype when he's working with Chris on a WMR sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're fine all the group calls we do, but on the one-on-one calls with Chris, for some reason Skype craps out on you occasionally.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, I don't either. It's Skype being Skype. At any rate, so yes, what is your plan for finding guns then?
Well, one idea is to
I
head
propose
outside.
I propose that I grab random people off the street and demand where to find guns. If nobody suggests an alternative plan quickly, I'm going to start doing so.
Well, one idea that I had was we could exit the city limits, go to the junkyard, and just find some guns there.
Aww.
No, I'm with Sonder here. I'm going to start grabbing random people and asking where the guns are.
This defeats the purpose of things.
I'm going to grab Longfang by the ear, and I'm going to tell him bad.
What? Sometimes the most direct path is the greatest path.
Sonder is making his way towards the street.
Oh, Kylie, get him, please.
What?
Stop him.
Oh, fine. Right over and stop him from his antics.
Oh!
There'll be time later on for everything. Right now, we got one thing on our minds, and that is one of those gun things. Ugh.
You okay?
Here. Again, I have to apologize. My attention is still split for another few minutes.
That's perfectly fine.
That's fine. Alright, since I'm not getting any consensus on that, when we've observed some of the guards, have they been carrying firearms?
Give me a perception check.
It's always -1.
Hey, look, I got the same thing.
You have not seen any of the guards with guns, no.
Damn it.
Yeah, no. From talking to the gun merchant, the impression you got was that that Kang was pretty adamant about. He felt that he and his men had an advantage if there were no guns around at all, so he probably just locked them up somewhere. Which honestly would make a certain amount of sense. Like, you know,
Yeah.
if someone could take a gun away from one of his guards, if they had them, then they'd have a big advantage over the guard.
But that's what we want to do.
Never.
It's almost like he thought of that. He saw that coming.
Damn it! How dare he be moderately intelligent?
Well, we could try and find out where they're locked up.
Probably in the pagoda, but
Almost like I put them where, if you wanted to, it's like, wow, we could go. If we get the guns from the pagoda, we could break into the pagoda. Oh,
So this means we get to suggest alternate plans.
Like breaking and entering again.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I have another idea for a distraction.
What's that?
Sonder grins.
Oh, well, that's always an option. Yes.
Yuan puts her palm to her forehead.
Look. I mean, while that is a completely valid plan, we do you think these guards would be ready for that?
No.
Exactly. So that makes the plan even more appealing.
Yes.
So you distract and fight, or otherwise, I break in and try to either get the guns or any other resources, and who knows what'll happen while we're in all this.
Don't you not have infiltration?
I have infiltration.
You do?
I have intrusion. I have intrusion with a I have intrusion with a +12.
Oh.
no.
Huh.
Ty Lee's very sneaky, actually.
Yes,
Oh,
because
okay.
that's part of what being a karate cop helps out with.
No,
I
Sonder.
thought it was Sonder and Long Fang who were sneaky.
No, Long
Long
Fang.
Fang's terrible sneak.
Well, Long Fang is surprisingly competent because of his high dexterity.
Fair enough.
So despite being trained, he's fairly sneaky. Long Fang is very quick. I believe your reflex is what, 8?
I think it's 8. Hold on, let me find out.
Yeah, -7.
Yes, it is 8.
So his untrained stealth is like what, 4?
I think
It's
so.
-3, so 5.
5. Yes, untrained stealth is 5. So it's surprisingly not bad, given that he's not trained in it.
Mm-hmm.
And if he were to save enough experience points, he could actually train it, like buy a +1 in it, and all of a sudden shoot up to +9. Sneaky Toad.
I should actually consider doing that myself.
Intrusion's a useful skill. So, anyways, at any rate, folks, what is so? Are you going to go with the distraction plan? Or are you going to try to fall back to the junkyard and see if you can scavenge some guns?
I'm in favor of the junkyard plan, but I seem to be alone in this.
Since I heard that it's suggested, that's the only reason I mention it.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can find at the junkyard first, and then, barring that, if we can't get anything there, Sonder, what are you going to be distracting with? You're going to pull your axe.
Surprise!
Surprise. Of course, it's surprise.
He's going to dual wield cats.
That would be different.
I'm in favor of this. Be very. You would notice it. You wouldn't be able to ignore it.
It'd be hard to ignore. I would agree with that.
Let's go with the discretion option before we go with the chuckle fuck comedy option. Okay.
Basically, my plan is to get one of the other Norsemen here and encourage them to have a street fight with me,
Okay, I can see that.
By encourage, you mean punch them?
if necessary. It'd work better if I had like if I actually got their like consent instead of just like, hey, let's just have a freaking knockout, brawl, punch.
Right.
Well, I vote junkyard.
Well, we might as well take a look over there. We might find something we can use to make a distraction if the junkyard doesn't give any fruit anyways about the guns. So, Sonder.
So you head back to the junkyard then?
Yes.
All right. So you wander back through the tunnels, and fortunately you were given that chalk to mark your path with, so you don't get lost.
And I have been marking, and I noted that several times.
I know you did. That's why I didn't actually ask if you'd been marking or anything like that. I remember you had been. You are back in the junkyard. And you are now aware of what guns basically look like. So,
Are we near where the professor was?
maybe.
I ask on account of the fact that she would be able to tell us if they were operational or not.
I'm aware. The problem is, the junkyard looks a bit different than the last time you were here.
What? It already changed up in appearance?
Yeah, it seems like the junk piles move around a fair bit on their own.
Oh, geez, that's great.
Oh, great! It's a cursed forest, but with junk.
Oh, great, it's a living junk pile. Wait.
It's the tabletop version of Dracula's castle.
Kinda. You get the impression... You suspect it's probably some sort of defense mechanism the prof has set up to make it harder to find where she is.
Oh, I was kind of hoping for like a great trash heap kind of deal, like in Fraggle Rock.
No, it's not like that.
No.
No, as an aside, it's because she's actually shaped it so the place actually so the location of piles and such randomizes over time.
May as well get to searching then.
Yeah, basically, it's you look at it, you go, okay, this looks like that. Wait, that I recognize that pile, and that was over there when we came in from over there. And that pile, what the hell? But you can start digging through piles if you'd like. And for that,
Guns?
actually, yeah. If you are trained in the gun skill, you may use the gun skill. If you are not trained in the gun skill, I will need a perception check, and then from everybody, I will need a fortune check.
Alright, guns. I rolled plus for once. 15.
Okay, and by the way, everyone should be looking. Yeah, thank you.
Guns check, let's see here.
-1! -4!
14!
We found a big pile of Bart Simpson dolls in the early 90s.
And a fortune check on top of that?
Yeah, and I need a fortune check from everybody also.
My fortune is -4!
Oh, okay, fortune check then.
Holy ass.
My fortune's terrible.
-4, you say, Sonder.
Yep!
Okay, I actually have an idea.
I found a gun! You don't want to know how I found it.
I rolled an 11 on my fortune die.
Well, I have a fortune of 1, and I rolled a 1, so I'm good.
Okay. Sonder? Alright, so I will say this. Yuan, you actually do find a bunch of guns from different time periods. Who else rolled well on their perception checks?
I rolled an 8. I rolled
Okay.
a -1.
Okay, yeah. Longfeng, you find with your perception roll, you basically spend time just looking at the random piles going, ooh, this is neat and shiny, I don't know what this is. You are distracted for a long while, so you don't notice much of anything. Sonder.
Don't have a cow, man.
You in fact do you do in fact find a Bart Simpson t-shirt that says that.
I put it on. I have no idea what these letters mean, but I find them pleasing. Look at this strange yellow imp.
Okay, Sonder.
Yes.
You find what is very obviously a rifle of some sort. You've seen various types of guns. The prof talked about it a little bit, and so it's like, ooh, that's a big gun.
It means it's bitter.
And you pull it out from the pile it's in, which proceeds to fall. The pile proceeds to start. You hear this sort of weird creaking noise, and then you look up and you see the pile start slowly tip over and fall on top of you.
Oh, well, that's going to hurt.
That's not what I thought was going to happen. I thought he was going to pull it out by the trigger barrel first.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to be something.
No, I'm not done yet.
Oh dear.
So Sonder takes a point of humiliation damage. I.e. 1 wound point.
Okay.
Eventually, you all hear the crash noise. Sonder, you manage to clamber your way up out of the pile.
I'm okay.
The gun as you're pulling the gun up, you notice that looks kind of damaged now. And you feel something big and heavy sort of stuck somewhere and sort of like hanging off of like your armor or something like that. It's sort of caught between your shield and the back of your armor.
Okay. I try and reach around to grab at it.
All right, you manage to grab at it. You hear a quite sort of weird clicking noise. You pull it up, and a very faint beep, beep.
Oh no! I run.
Beep, beep.
I don't trust beeping.
You're holding a sort of square sort of box like thing with this weird sort of another box on top of it, and with a little red light that seems to be flashing. Also, there seem to be red numbers that are changing.
Okay, let me put it this way. Because these symbols will be foreign to me, do I see that there are less of them as time goes by?
Yes.
Okay.
What is it, Sonder?
I don't know.
Well, can you describe it?
Oh, hey, here, let me show it to you.
Sonder, I think it would be better if you got rid of that. We
Well,
don't know
why?
what these things do.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm looking at it.
Let me take a look at see if I can make any sense out of it.
Yuan is leaving the immediate area.
Well, I mean, why would Yuan know what it is?
She's
Have you
just
tried opening the
incredible.
box? Maybe there's something special inside.
Paranoia, that's all I have to say.
Okay, I will ask you this, Peter. Is the beeping changing in tone, frequency, anything like that?
Actually, as it starts, it eventually does start to change. It gets a little bit higher pitched and louder as it goes along.
Make it shut up.
Can I make an intelligence check?
Absolutely.
And I'm looking at it. If I'm looking at it, can I also make a mind check on it as well?
Absolutely.
Hey, that's an 11.
Nicely rolled.
Oh, I didn't.
Nicely stated.
Sonder rolls.
Okay, I rolled pretty well.
Well,
Oh, wait,
yeah,
that's a 6. That's a 6.
That would be awesome if Sonder rolled a 16 on the knowledge check. It'd be like,
Maybe I should put this down.
All right.
I surmise that this is an explosive device from
All right.
here.
All right. So you rolled a 6.
Yes.
Sonder.
What does my 6 intelligence roll tell me?
Right. Your 6 intelligence roll. The one thing that occurs, you have no freaking clue what this is. However, the number, you are able to realize that those are probably numbers of some sort, and they're getting smaller.
Right.
And the beeping noise seems to be a warning.
I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to leave about. Oh, I don't know. How big is this chamber?
It's a big cave.
Okay. I'm gonna get. I don't know. 50 feet away.
Sure.
And then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to peer intently at it.
Beep, 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 beep. And, well, there is an explosion. Kaboom!
Cool.
I'm going to find another!
I'm gonna help you.
Why am I not surprised?
Well, we needed a distraction.
I think the wrong people are being distracted right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God, that's beautiful. I just need to find. I need to find one particular chart before we move on. Oh, here I've gotten the right area now. I'll find the chart.
The professor's going, "What the fuck are you doing out there?"
That might actually happen in a moment. All right. So Sonder, you are definitely the closest to the explosion.
Yes. I said 50 feet.
Yeah, I know. So you are more than 3 meters away from the explosion.
Okay.
So that means you only take 12 damage.
Oh, God!
But you get your toughness, so it's not 12 wound
Oh,
points.
okay, so Not very much.
Right. You are not in the middle of the explosion, which would have been 27 damage.
Oh god.
Ow.
So I took 1 damage from the pile falling on me, and
Yep.
then 12 minus my toughness, so I've taken a total of 4 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, you
So
can't. You
one
can't,
damage. One damage for each negative on my fortune roll.
Yeah, actually, it works out to be about that. Also, right now, Sonder, you can't really see much of anything because big blinding light.
Okay. Well, I still say I'm going to defend her, but then I kind of stumble forward.
Also, your
Hey,
ears
where did you guys go?
your ears-
Well, certainly something.
I'm going to stumble around while kind of putting my hands in front of me to watch where I go.
Yep, that's fine.
I'm gonna look for another box.
One is going to re-enter the area.
Okay, your hearing starts coming back, Sonder, after about a minute or so, and you're starting to be able to see, but you got big sort of splotchy bright lights in front of your eyes.
Right.
Like, oh. And you're feeling a little bit less dizzy. At about this point, as you're sort of getting your sight back, you see a familiar older woman standing in front of you, who at first you can't hear as she's mouthing something to you, but you recognize the what she's mouthing. You're able to, while you normally can't lip read, what she's saying is abundantly clear. No, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck just happened?
We found a box. And
I found a box.
Ah. Eventually. Oh, it's good to see you all again.
What?
Why did you? What brought you back here, and why did you blow up part of my junkyard?
I believe the latter part was unintentional, to be fair.
Aha. Okay. What brings you back here, out of curiosity?
Yuan, you want to explain?
We were here to gather some guns. We found a use for them.
Okay.
One of the piles fell on our intrepid friend over there, and then there was some beeping object attached to him.
He found a functioning bomb in the junkyard.
Yes, yes.
I'm going to assume that's
Is that what they're called?
the beeping thing was.
Yes.
I'm going to assume, I'm going to assume that's impressive.
Well, odds of finding anything completely functional in here are not great. It's a junkyard. But, yeah, Huh. Yes, though that was a bomb, and it's an explosive device.
Huh.
I mean, you guys are actually aware of the concept of explosives.
Right, because of fireworks and
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
Huh.
Do you have more?
That's like that. That doesn't seem very entertaining, though. Most those explosives I thought were meant
Speak
for
for
like.
yourself. That was awesome.
Oh my god.
Sunder then proceeds to stick a big old finger in his ear.
Yeah. I don't have more. I know how to make things like that, but I don't really have
Oh,
any
does
clear-
this still work?
make more?
I'm going to hold up the busted rifle.
Oh. She actually walks forward and takes a look at it. Maybe. I'm not sure it would work well. You could probably fire one round out of it without it breaking and hurting you. Beyond that, I wouldn't...
You just need to make noise.
Oh, really? What do you need the guns for, actually?
Version.
Yes.
You fill her in?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Oh, she goes, oh! Well, yeah, most of the... Let me take a look at the guns. I can tell you which ones are actually safe enough to use for what you're doing.
Excellent. I will hand them over.
By the way, what did you roll for your fortune check?
My fortune was an 11.
Okay. She is actually surprised that you were able to find a... out of all the guns you found, you did find one pistol, You found. Let me tell you what you found. You found a handgun, sort of from a contemporary juncture handgun, that looks like it's actually in good condition.
Oh wow!
And has a full clip.
Very nice.
You found, in fact, a Glock 18.
Ooh.
Crappy Glock.
Crappy Glock is relative as fuck in 69 AD.
Fair enough.
If only we had found a Kakasnikov.
But yes, you found a Glock 18.
If we had found a Nitro Express, we'd be set.
Glock 18 is an amazing gun, as an aside. Let me actually read out the game stats for it. Actually, Glocks are really, really good guns in real life too.
They are.
There's a reason that the
There's a reason why they're fucking everywhere.
there's a reason the FBI, that the law enforcement agencies use them.
I've never heard anything good about them. I've always heard they have like terrible failure rates.
Not really.
That is untrue.
Hmm.
They're actually really good, and actually with minor modifications can actually fire underwater. Not often, but they can.
All right.
As an aside, the U.S. Then again, U.S. soldiers bought lots of them with their own money in preparation for the Gulf War. They're actually remarkably good guns. They're just really common. But yeah, the Glock 18 is actually capable of firing in full auto fire.
Oh dear.
So you can do the whole burst, the actual burst thing with it. And technically, you can modify it. You can actually you can actually buy a 33-shot clip for it. It looks silly.
Machine pistol, go.
But it's a clip that holds almost twice as many bullets as the baseline clip. So it's. But it's a remarkably good gun. But yes, you found a fully functional, in good shape Glock 18. In addition, a bunch of other guns that look like they're functional from very different time periods that will make plenty of noise, even if they wouldn't shoot particularly accurately. Bex, it's not on the level of ridiculously reliable. It is not a Kalashnikov. It's not an AK-47 or an Uzi. Both of which are redonkulously reliable. The Uzi, honestly, people have been known to actually clear jams in it just by whacking it against walls and stuff. Like, literally, it's like, jammed. Thunk! That worked. There's a great story about somebody who was some British agent who was using one and was basically firing a jammed. He was frustrated. And he was in a tight situation, so he actually clonked someone with the gun, and then was surprised by someone and basically pulled the trigger out of just like reflex, and it worked. And he's like, apparently thumping somebody over the head with this thing actually cleared the jam. I like this gun. The Uzi's a remarkably good gun. At any rate, so yes, you have that. You have a mix of other guns, most of which you have about you've got about 6 guns, not counting the Glock, that actually would be perfectly functional for the stated purpose. The prof says that they would not be particularly useful for actual combat. Now without a bunch of work on them, but.
By the way, you said you were going to get the stats on the gun?
Oh, yes, sorry, my bad. I forgot to read them to you. All right, the Glock 18. 10 damage. Concealability 1. 17 shots in the clip, and with what you can hold up to 1 in the chamber. And it's fully automatic.
Right.
It can be. Sorry, you can put it into full auto mode.
I would have to read up the rules on those because I didn't. Because sling.
I can tell you. I can tell you how it works easily. It's remarkably simple.
Okay.
All right. So, for every 3-shot burst you fire, you get +1 damage. You can fire as many 3. The other important bit is that for every full 3 bursts you fire, you have -1 to your action value. So, but you'll notice that means you can fire 2 3-shot bursts in a row, in one attack, and suffer no penalty and get +2 damage.
Right.
But you're firing off bullets, and you don't have a lot of them at the moment.
Yeah. I I'd have to come into a better supply. That being said, 10 damage is exactly the same amount that I get with my sling at the moment.
Yes.
So I would not be losing anything.
At a minimum, you would not be losing anything. Nope.
I think I'll keep that one. It's a little too good to give away.
That was sort of what. Yes, that was what. Only reason I gave you an actually good gun there is because you actually rolled double digits on your fortune check.
Did I?
Oh, yeah. You said you did. You said you rolled like a 12 or something like that.
Oh, double digits. I thought you meant like boxcars.
No, you rolled an 11.
What?
You rolled 10 or better.
Yeah, I rolled 11. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you can have a decent gun. I mean, I will just.
I actually did something lucky.
I'm just not going to give you much ammo for it at the moment.
Of course. Of
So
course, I can ask her where I can find more.
you could.
I will.
She says, "Oh, more ammunition for a Glock. You need 9mm bullets. I can spare some.
You're very kind.
Not sure I have any spare clips. I'll take a look. So give me another fortune check, Word.
Okay. 8.
Okay. She comes back out with a small box and another clip, empty clip. She proceeds to open the box, and it is filled. It has has a bunch of bullets in it. Most boxes of rounds. I forget how many rounds most boxes hold, because I'm not a gun enthusiast.
A bunch.
But I'm gonna say there are 30 bullets left in the box.
Okay.
Actually, we're gonna say so. She loads 17 into that clip. Let's say there are. Okay, so remaining in the box after she loads the clip, there are 34.
Okay.
So there were So the box is basically she was able to.
51 bullets.
There was between whatever loose bullets she had in the box. She's able to give you have 34 bullets left in the box and a second full clip.
Very nice.
So you have but she shows you basically how to load the clip, which is pretty easy.
All right.
Once it's been explained to you.
Insert bullet.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Some archaeologist going to find the site of this battle after we're done, and he's going to have a conniption.
Well, to be fair, you're actually still in the Netherworld, so meh. It's fortunate that yes, when you get if she still has bullets when you get back to ancient China, then things will get interesting.
And that's gonna bring up a question I'm gonna have to ask you at the end of the session.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So, you now have the guns.
So we had a guy that was going to set something up, right?
Yes, you do.
Yep. We will take
So-
the less than combat-worthy firearms and deliver them.
All right. So you're able to give him the guns. He is ecstatic to. Honestly, he's been in the Netherworld long enough. He's aware of modern guns, but he's very happy to get his hands on some more modern stuff than he's used to. Given that he's from 1850s originally.
Right.
So he's used to crappy black powder guns and stuff, and
Yeah, muskets and hand cannons.
yeah. But since he's been in the Netherworld for a while, he's actually seen and used more modern stuff, so he's able to work with them. So he, mind you, there are a couple of black powder pistols in there too. So
Right. Yeah.
So he gets his buddies, and they go off somewhere to set up a fake bandit attack.
Yeehaw!
All right. So I assume you guys want to hide somewhere so you can wait for the attack to happen and then move in when that happens.
Yes.
Okie dokie. That's quite doable. I need an intrusion check from everybody.
All right. +4. Ouch.
Closed intrusion roll.
Yep.
13.
I'm glad that was closed. That would have been miserable.
Yeah, that would have been really bad for you, Word. All right, you do not screw things
Can
up.
I hide in Saunders' beard?
No, but you can hide behind Sonder.
I will do that.
Ty Lee and Sonder roll well enough to make up for Yuan's bad roll, basically. Longfang rolled well enough that he's reasonably well hidden. You're hiding in a village. Basically, you can basically just hide inside a building, and you'll be unlikely to be spotted. Yuan just happens to basically have chosen a particularly bad spot in there that can be seen through the window, which is quickly corrected by Ty Lee and Sonder. It's like, get down, yoink! Ah!
My bad.
It's like, why'd you pull me? Oh, open window there.
I was distracted by my new toy.
To be fair, yeah.
It's shiny.
Not that shiny, but yeah.
All things considered, it's shiny.
It's surprisingly light, actually. It's actually lighter than you expected it to be.
Actually, fully loaded would be relatively heavy.
That's a fair point. It's loaded. Well, again, it's lighter than you expected it to be, I should say.
Yeah, it's lighter than a chunk of metal that size should be.
It's not all metal. If I remember correctly, Glocks have some weird composites built into them.
Yeah.
At any rate, you hear a bunch of sound like firearms going off outside the village, and a bunch of shouts and screams, and then the sound of what sound like peasants running away from bandits. And a little while later, the gate to the pagoda opens, and out storm a group of ogres and some guards. They go stomping down the main road.
Sneak, 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 sneak.
So you want to try to sneak in through the door before it closes?
Thought that was the plan.
Okay. Then I will need check. I need 2 checks from everybody. I will need a move stat check to determine move or martial arts, whichever is higher for you. And then an intrusion check.
I think it's going to be martial arts is higher for everyone.
It should be. I forgot that. I was going with move, and then I went, wait, no, martial arts.
The martial arts, in case somebody use the environmental martial arts.
That's perfectly fine. It's your thing.
Okay, 17
and
and 15.
Alright, I 11'd on my martial check, and then there was the intrusion, you said?
Yep, intrusion.
Oh, watch me fail this. Oh, hey, I got a +1.
Wow, I've been just rolling exactly even. Well, except for the intrusion there, but...
Yep, well, that's good enough. So, you guys all rolled well enough, I believe. I don't think anybody rolled particularly badly on either of those checks.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're able to... Your martial arts checks were all good enough to dash through the door before it closed, and your intrusion checks were all good enough to not be noticed while doing so. Hooray! You are now inside the pagoda walls.
Yay!
And there are many fewer guards in here than there were before.
There were gods in here?
Only 1 or 2. But not anymore.
A second, I'll be right back.
But not anymore.
What?
They've all left.
Watch the hell out for Thor and Fenrir.
Yeah. Sunder's like, we would have noticed if there had been gods here. Not your crappy little there is gods in everything, Asian crap. So yeah, I believe Skitch is in contact with one of the students. So.
Yes, that's fine. All right, so we'll wait for Skitch
Refer
to
to
get
the
back.
power of Sun Wukong. Oh wait, he's gone. Hun Bat's took his place.
Bots is kind of awesome.
Better than Ao Kwong.
I like Ao Kwong. Anyway, are you back, Skitch?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So you're inside the walls. There are fewer guards. Almost none of the ogres remained behind. They almost all went outside. Mostly because the bandits have guns. We'll send the big tough guys out that'll be more resistant to the bullets.
Not a bad plan.
Thank you.
But now you're inside the walls. What are you doing?
We're going to ascend the pagoda and not end up like Bruce Lee.
Oh,
That's good because Bruce Lee died during filming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
darkest session.
He kicked all kinds of ass in the scenes that were filmed in the pagoda because Bruce Lee, and that movie would have been awesome had it actually been finished, as opposed to what the producers did to what footage they had left. They actually had. Oh my God! Have you actually seen the official release version of the Game of Death?
No.
I have not.
Wow. All right, I want to cover this quickly before we move on, because this is just epic. Because it's just so they basically Bruce is filming the Game of Death, which was a movie sort of partially about his philosophy on martial arts,
Right.
and such. So the big climactic thing was that he and a group of fellow martial artists were going to be fighting up this pagoda to deal with these top martial artists who were sort of they're basically part of this, and each one was a master of a different style. Except for the guy at the top, who was
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Right, but he was the guy without a style. He had no style, which was the whole point. It's sort of Bruce's whole philosophy, and that was the guy who was the most dangerous. The martial artist whose style was no style, no particular individual form or anything like that. And so Bruce basically ended up fighting his way through a bunch of the different guys. Basically, as they went up, like some of his compatriots would go up and get their asses kicked by the next master, usually killed, and then Bruce would actually have to deal with the guy after that. And so he goes up fighting a bunch of people with different styles and beats them up and such. But that's the thing that was in that movie. But he died before the movie was finished, due to the fact he had an allergic reaction to a headache remedy that caused cerebral edema. Really sucks, honestly. But at any rate, so the producers had this footage, and not enough footage for an entire movie. So what did they do? They made a movie anyways, with somebody to act as a stand-in for Bruce Lee, who looked sort of like Bruce, and spent a good chunk of the movie wearing a motorcycle helmet, so that you couldn't tell it wasn't Bruce. And a lot of scenes where it was obvious it would be Bruce, they should be able to see Bruce. They occasionally would use, in fact, cardboard cutouts of Bruce Lee. And put together a movie that had almost nothing to do with the actual movie Bruce was trying to make.
Of course.
But I mean, they were desperately trying to make some money back from what they had, so I don't really fault them that much.
Yeah,
I
understand, but
they were really, it's the cardboard cutout of Bruce Lee bits that are just like, really?
I was saying, I always thought it was gonna be like Godfrey Ho bad, but it's like,
Yeah, they were mostly for distance shots, but yeah. I mean, it was a good thing Bruce was wearing that sort of tracksuit thing, so they could pull off, like, give the guy the motorcycle helmet. It sort of made sense, sorta.
Yeah, it's weird because that film is very influential. I mean, people make references to it all the time.
Well, it's specifically the pagoda fights,
Right?
because because that is such an iconic idea.
Right.
It's brilliant filmmaking from a martial arts movie standpoint.
So it's a matter of I guess everything up to the point where those fights start happening, it just looks really
Pretty much, yeah, actually,
Okay.
because almost all basically all the footage, and they have actually since found more footage from the pagoda fights. AMC did a great documentary on the Game of Death, actually, specifically because of the found footage that they had. They actually were able to recreate basically all the fights from the pagoda, because the entire pagoda bit was filmed. So it's really worth checking. It's worth tracking down the AMC documentary on it. It's really cool. And you get to sit there and watch and go, holy fuck. Also, the fight with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is just one of the most fight scenes I've ever seen in a martial arts movie. Because, Bruce Lee is, about 5'6"? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is about 2 feet taller than him.
Yeah. It's easy to overestimate how tall Lee was. So, Abdul-Jabbar he was a tall guy, but by NBA standards, he was not a giant.
Actually, he was, honestly. He underlisted his height for most of his career.
Oh, okay.
He lists himself as 7'2".
But yeah, it's like he looks larger than life when he's fighting against Lee. I mean, Lee looks kind of like a child fighting him.
Yeah, and like there's a bit where he actually kicks Bruce in the chest, and you see Kareem's footprint, and you're like, "What the fuck?" It was just like most of Bruce's chest. It's like, yeah. That again, scary thought. 7-foot tall man who's naturally an incredible athlete has been taught martial arts by Bruce Lee. Kareem was one of Bruce's students.
That I didn't know, actually.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
Yes.
Only slightly extreme. Yes.
So, you know who else is one of Bruce's students?
Who?
Steve McQueen.
I don't know who.
That's hilarious.
He was an action. Have you seen The Great Escape?
No.
Bullet.
The original Blob movie? Was it Steve McQueen in the original Blob?
I think so.
Yes, it was. That was his first role.
McQueen was a Hollywood. Was an action star from the 60s and 70s, from the primarily the late 60s, early 70s.
Okay.
He's actually really good. If you haven't seen it, I really recommend checking out Bullet. It's pretty much almost the quintessential car chase movie.
Okay.
It's honestly really good. It's got one of the best car chases in history in it. It's a car chase that takes place in
Does it end like the Blues Brothers car?
No, it takes place in San Francisco.
Okay.
Think about that for a second. Word, you're from California.
I don't know anything about cars or roads.
Okay, San Francisco was built on hills.
San Francisco's got lots of hills.
Okay.
San Francisco is hills. The opportunity for jumps and crazy stunts, off the charts.
Fair enough.
So yeah, let's go fight. Let's go fight Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
We all learned an important lesson today.
Yeah, don't make an off-color Bruce Lee joke. We'll be here for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but you are learning my love of martial. You have to remember my love of martial arts movies.
I just didn't think you'd start talking about Game of Death yet again.
I love Game of Death.
Clearly, I am a fool.
All right, so what are you doing is the question. Again, back to my question.
Well, we are looking for the poison. I don't know exactly if we have plans outside of that. I believe that the general conclusion we have reached is that this place would probably be better off without the sorcerer here. I don't know exactly how we're going to deal with that. Sander is in favor of chopping his head off.
Yeah, we need the pot that has the bug in it, and it's probably in the possession of the sorcerer, so that seems to be a likely forecast.
Yes.
I've heard worse ideas. So so I take it you're basically going to storm the pagoda at this point, then.
Yes. We're going to do a Game of Death.
Okay.
And we have just briefed everyone listening on what Game of Death is so they understand it.
It was all part of my ingenious plan, because I'm full of plans today that I have made up in 30 seconds.
All right, so you storm into the pagoda because most of the guards aren't paying attention to you at this moment. Because, honestly, they're more like, oh my god, they're on their bed a second. Cool, we get to watch the ogres fighting. Door gets kicked down. Did someone kick down the door of the pagoda?
Who cares?
Yes.
And you are inside the pagoda, and you are confronted with a number of guards. And it sounded like Eric derped again. Eric's Skype is being really weird today.
All
Eric, you
right,
there?
I'm rendering Skype and restarting it. Hold on.
Okay.
While you do that, I'm going to put away a plate.
Okay.
All right, I'm returned.
All right, so you bust your way in, and you see standing before you about 6 guards, 6 now very surprised guards, and one sort of dim-looking ogre. And they look up at you, and the guards go, "What?" And the ogre looks and go, "You know, but you know part of Kang's staff? Crush!"
Oh, wait. Are we supposed to be intimidated by that? Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, you should probably roll initiative.
Oh, I guess it's time to get ready.
Initiative rolls for you guys.
Son of a bitch!
Don't worry, dude. I go slower than you.
Aha! I am not slow.
And when word gets back, he'll roll initiative. I should roll for the baddies. There we go. I forgot, I have a button for that. Haha. Alright, the regular guards are not super fast. But
I'm back.
Roll initiative.
Alrighty. Initiative.
Really? Wow. Alright. There we go. Someone rolled differently.
Crap, I forget how initiative works.
D6
Oh, right, it's
plus
just
your,
a d6.
plus your speed stat, yep.
Speed, right. Okay, my speed is 9.
And the Olgar?
Alright. Don't push that
not
button.
so fast.
Ah, my favorite roll. Invalid expression.
Yes. 14.
Oh, wait, that's not... I'm looking at the wrong stat. That's not his initiative. Actually, I'll just use the roll that he had. He rolled a +4. Alright, he rolled a 2, so...
Hey, Skitch, you like that invalid expression? There's your encore.
Fantastic. I could die happy now.
I was looking at the ogre.
Okay.
I was looking at the ogre's mind, the ogre's intelligence, which is 4, and not his speed. I'm like, oh right, yeah, his speed is 6, like the guards.
Just because I missed it, what are we facing in this immediate sense?
All right, so you get the door open, and you see about 6 very surprised-looking guards and a very dim-witted-looking ogre. But the ogre does realize that you are not part of the, Master Kang's staff, so he says, "You do not belong! Crush!" And he pulls out his giant clubby thing and comes charging at you. And the guards ready themselves.
Okay.
So, yes. What's the highest initiative for you guys?
14.
That blows away anybody on my side. So who rolled the 14?
Me.
All right, you're first.
It's always me.
I know, but I have to ask. Yeah, my highest is a 12, so
Understand.
Oh, you're faster than me.
it's Mooks.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's get this started off the right way. First things first, fortune die. 6. 4. Reasonable. Followed by... let's put the gun through its paces. Let's do a double burst
On the ogre.
on the mooks.
Well, you remember, you don't need to worry about damage for the Mooks.
No, but I do need. Well.
You
Bur-
take
bur-
ogre if you're gonna do that.
The burst fire only gives you bonus damage, not bonus accuracy. Remember.
Okay, I thought that would help me sweep the mooks. All right, never mind. I'll do it with my sling.
It's not a gun that it doesn't. It's not a. There are guns that have a modifier that give you bonuses against Mooks. Those are.
This isn't one of them.
No, those are assault rifles.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So, banking slingshot.
All right.
Let's see here. Guns. There we are. I think I got him.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Just a little bit.
That's a hell of a boxcar you got there.
That's cars, and it's a 23.
It exploded 3 times.
And he rolled a fortune die because why not?
So that's a 27 with boxcars.
How you were? And you said you were. You
I
said you were.
blew up the pagoda.
You said you were aiming for all the Mooks. Word.
Yes.
Oh fuck. Okay, well there go the Mooks. All right, the sling bullet bounces around and clunks all of the Mooks into unconscious or death. Your choice.
Let's go for death in this case.
Okay, they're dead.
We don't need them getting up.
They start looking up like, what's going on? Dang, 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 thud. and the 6 Mooks fall like 10 pins around the ogre, who looks sort of surprised. 13. 12. 11.
Hi.
Me again.
Well, I think you're faster than your speed set is actually higher
It's
than
a
mine.
double kill, multi-kill, mega kill. Holy shit.
6 with 1 blow. All right. Well,
Monster kill.
you can go first. What you want? You're faster than Eric. And if you want to, since you rolled boxcars last roll, I didn't give you any particular bonus, other than the fact you murdernated 6 mooks. I'm going to say that if you wanted to switch weapons for the ogre, you may have done so before now, so you don't have to waste any time switching weapons.
Okay, we'll give him the double burst.
All right. So
I'm not
roll
going to use a fortune die, so watch me fail this one. 14. I got a +1.
that'll actually hit the ogre exactly.
Oh,
He is martial arts 14.
excellent.
All right, so that is base 12 damage since you fired 2 bursts.
Yep.
His toughness is good. It's 8, so he takes 4 wound points.
Alrighty.
Oh wait, hold on, it's an ogre. Let me double check my notes on the ogre.
Oh, no. Yep.
There's a. Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry. He actually technically has some. He doesn't have damage immunity bolts, but he's resistant. He is resistant to firearms,
Ah.
so he takes a little bit less damage. He takes 2 wound. He's a toughest 10 against ranged weapons specifically. You know, guns, bullets, and arrows and such. Sorry, word.
Good thing you aimed for the mooks first.
Yeah.
I just seem to have this natural talent of always picking the weapon that's ideal for sweeping the minions, but being worthless against the single boss.
All right. Well, Longfang, you're up.
Longfang's next. He's gonna toad out, and he's gonna hop past him and slash at his stomach.
Okay. Roll to hit. You miss.
Oh, I
He
missed.
basically he swings down his he's got one of those big pole arms with a big bladey thing at the end. It's sort of like a glaive. It's one of the Chinese ones.
Guisarmi?
Word the thing that Guan Yu uses.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just can't remember the name.
Kind of like a glaive.
Kinda, yeah. It's sort of like somewhere between a glaive and a naginata, but Chinese.
Yeah.
He basically the ogre parries your claw strike as you go leaping by. Silly toad demon! I smash things like you for breakfast! Ha 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 ha!
So you don't eat for breakfast?
I was just wondering that too.
Yes.
No, I
That would be
smashed.
pretty great if I could fight instead of eat.
I rather like eating.
So that was 11, 10, 9.
Yes.
Go, Ty Lee.
Okay, so all we got is that ogre on there.
Yeah.
All right. It's time for him to face the wrath of the mighty Duncan. That is the name of the sword I possess that I have.
I'm aware.
By the power of Grayskull.
The power of Duncan, I shall make myself seem somewhat impressive. So this is going to be
Aspiration.
all right, just as a quick reminder, it's a signature weapon, so that just means it does more damage. There's no benefit to the attack roll.
Plus three damage,
Plus 3
yes.
damage.
Got it. Okay, so I'm going to now. I'm guessing that there are pillars in this room here. This is the pagoda.
It's a pagoda. It's a pagoda, so yes, there are pillars.
Okay, main point of action is to draw out Duncan, run towards him, and run towards the ogre, and basically leap off in order to kick off of one of the pillars to make a slash at him as I pass by.
Awesome, go for it.
All right, martial arts. Just read martial arts here, and son of a bitch.
You missed.
Ugh, you.
As you go leaping by, somehow the ogre spins the his halberd. I'm calling it a halberd for simplicity's sake. Back up and manages to parry your sword as you go flying by, and he chuckles.
See,
Beauty, human! You no match for ogre!
See, this is why I do better when I don't describe what I'm doing before I roll. Anyways, and that's it.
8.
I
go
do
on 8.
on 8.
3 of us go on
But
8.
I'm on 8, but I need to think, so I'm going to spend 3 shots aiming.
Okay.
Oh, right. I'm also on 8, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Having hopped past him, I'm going to use my new tentacle power to disarm him.
Okay.
The tentacle power is totally just my tongue.
I know.
Boom.
Ooh, 17. Nice. All right, you definitely have your tongue wrapped around his halberd. Give me a strength check.
Oh.
I know you're very strong, so
Yeah, I think it's 10. Yes.
yeah. And I've got to make a roll for his strength, which is good, but not as good as yours.
Is this an open roll or closed roll?
Open.
Man.
Oof.
You tie.
We are stuck not doing each other.
Yeah, you're basically. He's like, no. You're like, aha,
I'll take that.
got your thing now.
Sandra, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to stride forward with Himintelga, and I'm going to throw Breath of the Dragon on this attack.
I'm going to give you +1 to hit because he's currently distracted by trying to keep his halberd from being pulled out of his hands.
Alright, understandable. 18.
Boom!
Uh-huh.
Ouch.
That hits by 4.
Alright, that's going to be a total of 20 damage then.
Yeah, minus his toughness,
Minus his toughness.
of 8. So that's, yeah, 12 damage. Ow.
Damage.
Yeah. Ow! You not so puny human. All right, Eric.
Yo.
I need another open strength roll to try to maintain your grip on his halberd as he tries to pull it out and attack Nick.
Awesome.
You have found your match for incompetence.
All right, you maintain your grip on the halberd. The ogre sighs, lets go, and swings over and throws a roundhouse punch at
Sonder.
Nick. It's Sonder, yeah.
Roundhouse punch.
Yeah, sort of a hooking, spinning punch thing.
I believe that hits.
I think it hits you exactly. So take 9 damage. Haha, actually 10 because he has +1 damage from his thick, horny hide.
I have taken 1 damage.
I know. He's a very sad ogre.
Oh, that makes me a sad ogre.
Well, he's built around using his actual,
Weapon, yeah.
weapon.
Oh, God, I'm trying to find where my dodge is that I wrote down.
He punches at you, but his fist only manages to catch your beard in such a way that the spikes comb it.
Actually, no, he
Look
misses you
fashionable.
because of your shield.
Oh, there we go. I was wondering about that, because I can't... Where did I write this down? Yeah, it's just... Martial arts determines the defense, right?
Right. Yeah, your dodge is based on your martial arts, and you get
With my
+1.
skill is 15, yes.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So I'm good then.
Okay.
1 less point of damage. Whatever.
Yeah, so that was 8, 7, 6.
6 would be me.
Go for it.
Since I landed on this other side, another attempt to sort of run up the pillar and try to jump in, while in mid arc over him, slash down at him in the little.
Go for it.
Well, that helps.
Ooh!
Damn.
Kerpow!
All right, you hit by 12.
I hit by 12, and my weapon's base damage is 12.
All right, so yeah, that would be 24 minus 8 would be 16.
So I land on the other side. Wow.
Takes him up to 30.
It does.
Oh, God, he's
Double
toast.
impaired.
Yeah.
10, 20, Yep, he's -2 impairment.
Well,
So yes, as you go arcing over, you slash at him and slash deeply into, basically into his deltoids. You just barely miss hitting like actually like major like veins in his neck.
right.
But yeah, he is not moving well. He's in a lot of pain, bleeding profusely, and has lost a bunch of strength in his right arm because
Deltoid.
yeah, it's like ah.
I guess this is like another thing that will help out Eric with his whole disarming him.
Yes, it will. He's at -2 to the roll anyways because of the 2 points of impairment.
I swear to God, if he finds a way to tie this again.
You better.
Actually, Eric's already disarmed him.
Yeah, he let go.
He let go.
Oh,
So he's like, fuck this. Punch the guy. Ha! Punch. Why is puny human not breaking when I punch him?
Yeah, and then
He is puny human. Puny humans break when ogre punches.
And then other puny human cuts you across the shoulder. So
Yeah, well, yeah. Swords are bad. He's aware of that. Yeah. At any rate, so that was 6, I believe. 5.
I'm on 5, but I'm going to let Longfang go first while I look up something.
Okay.
Well, seeing as just gonna pull out his kidneys.
Okay. Claw attack, try to pull out his kidneys. That hits by 4.
Oh, right, because he's double impaired.
Yep.
So 12 at 16.
So that is 16 damage. So 8 wound points. That's a death check at -3. A DC 3 death check, I should say. I marked off too many wound points there. There we go. All right. Closed roll. His constitution is 8. Yeah, he's fine.
okay.
But I have a kidney now.
Maybe not actually have a kidney, but you ripped a
You
good chunk
kind
out.
of
I tore a big chunk out of his flank.
Yeah, yes, you did. You're like, aha! I've got some sort of internal viscera. I'm not sure which
I've
bits.
got a love handle.
It's like, oh! Profuse bleeding and such. Word, are you ready to go, or do you want Sandra to go next?
Since I can't recall and find it at the same time, every shot that I spend an aim on gives me a plus to the hit, right?
Yeah, it's +1 to hit for each round.
Okay.
For each I believe it's +1 to hit for each segment. Let me just double check. I can find it quickly. I think.
Let's see here. I'm trying to find aiming.
We found it before. There we go. Aiming 137.
Oh, I'm close to there. Called shots. Action value usually.
For a shot, character spends aiming at a target. He gains +1 action value bonus. Maximum bonus for aiming is +3.
Okay, so yeah, +3. Yeah, I'm gonna send this one right into his eye.
Go for it.
Oops, that's not the right button. Bah.
You miss.
It hits. I think because +3.
Oh, +3 on top of it, so 13. Yes, you hit by 1.
Yep.
So 11 wound points, 11 damage, 3 wound points. DC 6 death check.
So is that still affected by his resistance?
I think that's after his resistance.
Oh no, I forgot that. You're right. Actually, I'm gonna say his resistance is basically gone, given how much damage you've done to him.
We kind of peeled away the hide that protects that by now.
Yeah. Also, Word said he was aiming for the eye, and yeah, whatever. He's still standing.
Dang it.
But there's a sling bullet that's replaced one of his eyes at this point.
All right.
That's a good look for you there, buddy.
I'm going to say, hey, why don't we find out what happens when I punch you? And I'm going to rear back and I'm going to slam him with my shield arm.
Go for it.
So this is.
I think it was trading as like strength +2 damage, if I remember correctly.
Right. So this is not with my Breath of the Dragon or anything. It's just my. So 12.
Hit exactly.
All right. So strength +2, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to declare Bite of the Dragon. That whatever.
If you're body of the dragon, we can say you're body of the dragon. That's fine.
Okay. So strength plus 4 is 13 damage.
So it's 5 wound points. DC 11 death check.
He can still make it. There you go.
Oh,
Sorry, that's not correct.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't.
Nope, that's a fail by 1. I added plus 11 instead of the 8. And the ogre, basically, you slam into him, and he sort of teeters back, and he just tips over backwards slowly, and thud, slams onto the floor, causing the floor to bounce slightly. And the ogre is out of it, bleeding out.
What do you know? Vinsander punch ogre, ogre fall down.
That it does indeed.
Well done, Sonder.
Now we're gonna chop his head off.
He's quite.
Always confirm.
You chop his head off, and he is quite dead.
I don't,
Confirm your kills.
are you sure he's dead enough, though?
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure. All right, so I take it you're heading up the stairs then.
Yeah. If we're not gonna hesitate to kill the human guards, we're gonna kill the ogres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Particularly since none of us actually got hurt there.
Nope, not even remotely. It's fine. All right, so
Food points regenerate between fights?
not between fights. Oh no.
Okay.
Well, unless you have regeneration.
Hmm.
Sorry,
Just one of those mechanics I don't involve myself with that I'm inquiring about.
which one? Oh, sorry. Which question?
Oh, I was just asking about food points.
Oh, food points.
Actually,
No,
actually-
food regenerates per between each between each sequence.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I just
Alright,
got, I
so
just had an
Saunders
idea.
going in fully loaded. All right.
Yep.
I just got an idea. I'm going to take the head of the ogre with us as we go upstairs.
Okay.
Oh no, I think I know where this is going.
Awesome.
All right, you go upstairs, up the stairs of the pagoda. Unfortunately, this is not actually the game of death because I do not. This was not really set up for multiple levels of you fight through different guys of different styles because that wasn't really my plan.
We can
And
do
the
that
budget is less
eventually.
than
But...
20
Oh no,
dollars.
I'm certain I will actually bust something out like that at some point. I can almost guarantee it.
I like to imagine that the cinematography at this point is the camera shows us all walking up a set of stairs, and it fades out, and when it fades back in, it shows us walking upstairs that leads to the exact same floor.
At any rate, you come up the stairs. You basically go through a couple of levels of pagoda where you basically all you run into are sort of minor functionaries. Most of the guards were either on the ground floor or outside in the walls, or actually now, outside the walls, although some are probably coming back. Skitch is going to be back in a moment.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'll just.
I know. And so, you basically breeze those levels without much effort. You don't find much of anything of particular interest. Until you get to the next floor up, where you actually, looks like you're coming up to, well, what looks like almost like a throne room of sorts.
Aha.
And you see a bunch of guards in the room. Some of whom look like they are probably more named than others. Not that many. There aren't many that look more important. There are only like one or two. There's one that looks like he's more important than the rest of the regular guards. You notice that there is a tall, sort of a very elegantly dressed man wearing Mandarin robes, long Fu Manchu, long hair. He very clearly looks like he looks like a court eunuch in all honesty, because that's sort of what he is. And he says in a high, squeaky, obnoxious voice that I will not attempt to do because I can't get that high in my vocal register. My falsetto. No, he doesn't actually laugh. He basically says, "Oh, who are you? Why do you disturb my Lord Ken's magnificent presence? How dare you intrude upon my sanctuary?"
I'm going to throw the ogre's head in front of him.
He looks
Not
down
what
and
I would
says, "I see. You are impressive. I will have to grant you this."
Our calling card.
"Indeed. Well, you are very strong. perhaps I could convince you to work for me. I can always use people of your particular skill set.
I'm going to start approaching.
Do not approach any closer, or I shall take it as a sign of disrespect, and I do not allow disrespect.
I would like something from you.
If you do not, are you still advancing?
I'm going to stop right in front of one of the guards.
That's fine. He sort of says, "You may ask. I may decide to grant it to you if you agree to."
We are looking for the... What are they called again? The
Abyssal centipede.
Abyssal centipede jars. Yeah.
You are looking for an antidote to my special poison, then? Are you trying to save the lives of those pathetic warriors who are defending that village?
Maybe.
We are. He isn't.
Well, would you be willing to trade the lives of those insignificant warriors for employment in my august my august army?
Oh, trust me, the benefits of my current employment would be very worse under you.
What?
I get to have sex with a banging out chick, okay?
Awesome.
So, unless you got, like, I don't know, 20 women you're willing to hand over, no.
This is quite possibly the first time that he has ever been nonplussed. He has that look of, what?
I'm going to say that Yuan is visibly laughing very loudly at the moment.
He shakes his head and says, and he basically starts sputtering. He's like, "Get them guards! Destroy him! Ruin them! Kill them all!"
I'm gonna kill the guy right in front of me.
That guard dies. You behead one of the guards without incident. It's a mook, whatever.
I bet his head to land in front of him too.
I totally thought.
Kill him! Destroy him! Rip his bones out!
I totally thought that when you took the ogre head, you were going to walk up there and you were going to use it like a morbid puppet.
Hey, ogre boy, let's tell them what happens when nobody gives Sander what he wants. You get the head chopped off like me!
Exactly!
The sad thing is, I know for a fact Eric has done this.
Yes.
Because if I remember correctly, Tarek did that in one of my in the D&D campaign I ran on Tuesdays with you guys.
That wasn't the first time I've done that in the game.
No, it's not. I know that, and I know that that the players in one of my other 4th Ed games actually, after they beat a young blue dragon, they took his head and basically turned it into a puppet also.
Well, if you beat a blue dragon, that's one of the things where it's like, hey, look, we killed a dragon, bitches.
Yeah, that was actually their theory. And it worked quite intimidatingly on a bunch of people. It pissed the hell off some kobolds, though.
Oh, yeah.
I can imagine.
All right, well, you have a bunch of angry guards and an angry sorcerer.
I do hate sorcerers.
Ah,
Alright.
crap. Bad roll.
All right, so we got those.
Eat again.
2s for everyone!
All right, so I got to roll for Kang himself. He is quite, sorry, not that fast. Okay, well, he rolled well. That's good.
Hell, he's going
No,
in
that's not good. That's the opposite of good.
front. All the
wow.
times you roll a
he's-
2.
Poof.
Ah.
All right, now the mooks.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Just give me time for initiative.
Yep.
Yeah. We've all rolled 2s.
Hey!
Yeah,
All four of
yeah,
us rolled a 2. Every single one of us.
Hey, that's great.
All right, so, alrighty. Lord Kang points at his and says, "Lao Ji, kill that barbarian!"
Hey, I'm not a. Oh, you're not talking about me.
And the guard he points to is the important one. Unlimbers his giant two-handed sword and leaps towards Sonder. Using what ability is this stupid thing? He's got a foo power. I just gotta remember what the name of it is.
I'm not sure how much of the conversation you missed, Sketch, leading up to this.
I missed quite a bit. I missed the entire thing, probably.
Basically, we arrived in the throne room, and Lord Kang tried to get us to stop trying to take the antidote by offering to employ us. And Sutter said, and I'm not going to do the voice now, but he said, the benefits of my current employment would be way better than what you could offer. And so he was like, what? And he just said, I could have sex with a really hot girl.
That is so subtle. Yes.
Well, the best part is he's talking to a eunuch sorcerer.
Yeah.
You know how good
I think
that is.
that part
right?
actually goes over his head.
It's like, you know how good that stuff is? No!
No. That's the worst part, dude. You have to remember, most Chinese eunuchs weren't done from birth. It was usually a punishment.
Like, no, I don't know how
He
that's
did not choose for it to happen to him.
No, he did. Well, actually, for some of them they did. It was a requirement for entering various state services. But for some of them, it was actually punishment. But for all of them, for a lot of them, it was not pre-puberty, shall we say?
Mm-hmm.
Bad Tholomies. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Duh.
This wasn't even made in a Deus Ex contest. What the hell?
Yep, flying sword. He comes flying at you, blade sort of slashing at you as he passes by. Open roll. He is martial arts pretty good. He is actually he's actually really good.
Uh-oh.
Well, not really good. He's as good as you are, Sonder.
Ah, okay.
Does he want to use his one fortune die in this attack? Yes, he does. So I'll roll that after this.
Oh, thank God.
Yep. Well, this doesn't matter.
Yeah, because that can't exceed my... Yeah.
Yeah. No. And he misses. Damn it. All right.
Side steps.
Yep. You've seen the flying sword technique before, and you didn't like it one bit that time, if I remember correctly.
I think he hit me once with it. It hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, that's like you're like, wait, I recognize this technique. I don't want to get hit with it. Step to the side. Haha. All right. Kang goes on. Sorry, that was 14, 13, 12. On 12, Kang chants and incants something, and then raises his hands skyward, and you notice that there are two braziers on either side of his throne, where smoke erupts out of them, and two demons appear after the smoke, standing on either side of his throne.
Oh, hell.
He says, "Devour my foes, demons!" And I'll roll initiative for the demons now.
I hate sorcerers.
I hope these are really, really lesser demons.
Well, they aren't. They are no bigger than Longfang in Toad form.
That's not encouraging.
He's saying it could be worse.
Yes, I am.
I get that, but still.
It is technically... There are demons that are much, much worse. Like the thing with 1,000 tongues. I'm fond of him.
We'll just put it from my perspective. I don't want to fight Longfang.
Fair enough.
I think I have that form.
Did you just say I think I have that form?
Yes. The thing with 1,000 tongues.
What's their speed? Okay, they are medium speed.
Cunning monster.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, I'm quicker than them.
All right. Well, he can't
I'm
go.
quicker than that one.
He can't go on this shot because he's just summoned. So he's gonna. neither of them can go on the shot that they would normally act because they were just summoned. So they are going on 7 and 9 respectively. Yep. Basically, it's a 3-shot action for them to fully materialize. And that's it for Lao. For Kang, sorry. Lao already went.
Right.
So he goes on 9. All right, Lao. So that's it for 12. 11. Oh, sorry, no, 12. I'm sorry. There are three of the mooks. There's a group of mooks. 3 of the guards. There were 10. There are now 9. Breaking into groups of 3. All right, so 3 of them actually will attack Long Feng.
All right.
So, wah!
Yahoo!
You're in. Yeah. So yes, they're attacking
I'm in
you.
toad form, so
yeah,
they're,
I know.
they're not hidden.
No. That's really not hitting. And really not hitting. Okay. So basically, you're like, yeah. Basically, you're like, yeah. No. This basically, it's you parry one, you trip one of them with your tongue, and the third one, you basically sort of put your hand in his face, and he can't get anywhere near you.
It's really bad luck to hit a monk.
All right, so that was it for 12. 11.
I'm in, finally.
All right, you are as fast as Lao, so you get to go first.
Alrighty. Targeting the mooks that have not assaulted Longfang, all 6 of them.
Okay.
Fortune die, first off. Ugh, another freaking 2.
All right.
And guns. That ain't gonna cut it.
A 15. That will not drop all 6 of them. No.
No.
So that is the difficulty for dropping all 6 would have been they are martial arts 6, 11 plus 6 more would be you would need it as 17.
So missed it, but not by too much.
Yep.
I'll try again next turn.
Yep. All right. So that was. Lao goes. Well, he will spin about and swing his sword at Saunders' neck.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Two
He
words.
misses.
And Saunder gets his shield up in the way and tang! No.
Then isn't my turn.
Now it is. So that was so
11.
that was 11. 10.
Ooh! I get to do something.
That would be me. So you go ahead first.
All
Feels
right.
good.
Well, I think I'm going to wrap my tongue around Kang's neck and pull him into me.
All right.
Oh God!
Give me a creature powers check.
No.
Ooh, actually, fortune die this.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So +3 on top of your creature powers.
Oh God!
What's that sandwich? Choose them all? Good idea!
So a 25. That's pretty good. I think that hits.
Kill them all!
What was that about you not liking sorcerers, Eric?
I really don't like sorcerers.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's quite telling. You don't say.
No. He hates sorcerers. Likes them with eggs.
The appropriate seasoning, they aren't so bad, but
All right, so you do your normal strength damage with this.
so that's 10. I have no idea how much I hit, but
I'll tell you in a second. And you can pull him into you also. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm wrong. You're actually able to... You can use your Abyssal Claws with this also.
Oh God!
oh, excellent. Well, then I just pull him into my mouth.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening.
Battletoad used Vor. It's super effective.
Om nom nom. Yeah. Well, you've got a... By the way, have you looked at exactly how long your tongue is, Eric?
It's exactly as long as plot demands.
It is equal in length to your creature power skill in meters.
Wow.
Oh God!
Okay,
Oh,
so it is exactly as long as plot demands.
You can reach out up to 15 meters away from you.
You've just encased him in a cocoon of tongue.
Ow! Well, that's not how frog tongues work.
Yeah, they just kind of snap around something as
So
necessary.
you pull him in, and you've you're chewing on him now.
Delicious.
All right, so that is you hit by you roll a 25. His sorcery power is 15, so you hit by 10.
Plus 12.
So yeah, 22 minus his amazing toughness of 5. That's 17 wound points.
Delicious.
Nom nom.
I love.
Ah! Ah!
I love the timing of that. Ah, go and kill them all! Kill them, my demon minion! Ah!
All right.
Now all I can think of is that on the demon's turns, they're just going to go over to Long Fang and perform the Heimlich repeatedly.
That might actually happen. So that was what? That was 10.
That was 10.
Oh yeah. Skitch, you're up. Also, I got some guards on 10. Also.
Who's left right at this point? Just the demons that were summoned.
They're the 2 demons, and I put the damage on the wrong character there. Oh, sorry.
2 demons, at least 1 named guard.
Yeah, there's the guard that is attacking Sonder, and there are 9 mooks left, and the 2 demons.
Let's try one of the demons. It's like okay. If you die anywhere as nearly as good as you are ugly, this will be fantastic. And then, flourish a sword, special jumping leap, and then come down with an astounding 4.
Wow.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Yeah, so you do an amazing display. You pull a Dan super taunt on him.
And then don't connect with the chop.
Right.
Yahoo!
Dan Hibiki. All right. Yeah. So there's some guards who are left. 3 of them go after Skitch, and 3 of them will go after Yuan.
Okay.
So the
Say
3 on
now.
Skitch.
Now, if I use the Fox's Retreat, I do that per attack, correct?
No, it's for the shot.
Okay, I will use the Fox's Retreat during this round.
Yep.
And
So so yes, you spend. Actually, no. Fox's Retreat. Let me double check that. Oh yeah, no. You're dodging. That makes you dodging for the shot. So yes.
okay, so
So you don't have to dodge each individual attack in a shot. What
Right.
you say you are dodging at this point.
I am dodging and I'm using Fox's Retreat, so that puts me at a 1923. No, 21. That's right.
Okay, well they could theoretically possibly hit you if they open
Sure.
upwards a bunch.
If they open up a can.
Or he could do the opposite and take out
They
one of his
kill
buddies.
themselves.
Nope.
That's how.
What is he doing all those leaps? I don't know. Just stab him. Ah!
So basically, he swings at you as you leap up into the air and cuts his buddy's head off.
See, I meant to do that.
All right, one other one attacks you. Yeah, I missed. That one just misses, and the third one I'm not going to roll for since he's dead. The 3 on Yuan.
Oh dear. Do I want to active dodge this? Yes, I do.
Okay. Miss, and
Miss.
miss. None of them would hit you anyways. So,
Oh well.
but they're like, ha! You're like, no, stop that! All right. So that's the mooks, and that's it for 10. 9. Any of you guys are 9? Sounds like a no. All right, so it's Kang, who's going to desperately try to get his way out of the out of the toad's mouth. But first, actually, he goes before the demon. He's faster than
But
him.
first, a word from our sponsor.
All right, Kang will shove. He's got one of his arms is sort of trapped in your mouth, Eric.
Yay!
And he will chant. You hear him chanting something inside your mouth. And Eric.
Yo.
You actually recognize you actually recognize a few of the words. Sounds like a spell you've heard before. You remember that lightning bolt?
Oh no.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Yeah, he's got an arm inside your mouth.
I don't think this
Yeah.
will work. I don't think this will work very well for him either.
Possibly not, but he's kind of desperate.
Can I bang him up and down on the ground in my mouth to keep him from chanting?
No.
Oh, but it's hilarious.
It is hilarious, but you heard it a little bit too late, is basically what it is.
Okay.
So, 15, and he is going to fortune die this also because he's not an idiot.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Right, and our D6.
22.
22, so he hits you by... given the positioning, Eric, I'm going to say you can't actively dodge.
Yeah.
So actually, we can say that if you wanted to have actually if you back up, if you wanted to bash him up upside down to disrupt a spell, I'm gonna say that was actually you actively dodging.
Okay.
That actually just heard me. Wait, that's actually an active dodge for this. So yeah, I'll give it to you if you want it.
Sweet.
So that brings you up to an 18, which means he hits by 4. Yeah, so the base damage on this, he has actually got more magic than most sorcerers. He is more naturally talented than he is skilled. So his action value is the same as most sorcerers, just because his base magic stat's higher. So that is hang on, let me look at the rules for blast. I think it's base damage 12. Where are you? Sorcery. I think it's before creature's power. Yep, it's before creature powers. That's right. I was right. Haha! Yay! And blast is magic plus 2. Yep. All right. So, Eric, you take base damage of 12 plus 4, so 16 damage.
Ouch. 6
And
damage.
I'm going to say that you actually let go of him at this point. Because you're being... It's like, ah! Oh, crap, I dropped the sorcerer.
Oh, he's got both arms free. Damn it.
All right.
Electricity cycled through back into him.
Actually, none. Well, some might have, but it didn't seem to affect him, if it did.
Magic electricity.
Also, he might actually have some protection against lightning damage.
That would do it.
Also a 9, one of the demons goes. That is the winged clawy one, as opposed to the sort of more hunched over, vaguely, sort of hunched over, more bestial one with spikes all over it. But the clawy fly one comes winging up to Eric and will attack him. Longfang, I mean.
Why?
You tried to eat his master.
Come on, you don't really want to work for this guy, do you? You just listen to his voice.
Even if I didn't want to work for him, then I want to be the one who would eat him then.
So we're gonna team up then?
No. How about no? As he reaches forward with a clawed hand at your throat, trying to pull out your throat. Fortunately for you, he misses. Also, you counted as dodging the shot anyways, so
Right.
you're like, nope, 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 nope.
I need that throat.
You are actually more skilled than he is, so. And then the remaining 3 guards who were attacking you before try again at you, Eric.
And they're going to all miss.
They're all going to miss because you are still dodging. You were hopping about like a toad on like a toad.
Like a toad that just got struck by lightning.
Yeah, kinda. Miss, miss, and miss. They tried. The last 2 tried hard.
Yeah.
Please let us hit you.
No, 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 no. That's it for 9, I believe. 8.
I get to go on 8.
Lau does too. He goes first.
Yes, he does.
All right. He backs off. Basically, he steps back. He does a backflip away from you. And as he does so, he swings his sword up at your to your chin.
Ooh. That's a fancy one.
He misses.
Again, you get your shield in the way. It's like, no! The blade scrapes along his shield and he lands on his feet, sort of sword, and his 2-handed sword in his hands, glaring at you. It's your turn now, though, Nick.
Okay. Let's see. Excuse me.
He's really hoping.
I'm going to. I actually want to do this first. I want to grab his arm and hit by his sword arm and slam him into the ground. So I'm doing this an unarmed attack.
Okay, go for it.
And I will declare this as a bite of the dragon.
Got it.
I roll. Whoa. Oh, okay. I rolled a 13.
So you miss.
All right. I attempt to grab it and do not get it.
Yeah, basically your hand sort of slides off his. Basically, you grab at. Yeah.
Apparently, I disconnected.
Yeah. Let me. Hang on a second. Nope, wrong button. Yep, you're no longer in there, so you should be able to reconnect. Word.
I've never actually disconnected from a server that hadn't actually shut down before. This is a new experience.
Yeah, sometimes when that happens, it leaves you in the in there for some reason. I have to manually boot. All right, so wow, Sonder missed. I wasn't expecting that, honestly.
Well,
It happens. It happens occasionally. I know. I was like, oh, and this is where Sonder butchers Lao. Apparently not.
it was kind of leading up to that, but it was like missed.
That's my point. All right, no one else on 8?
Nope.
7.
I'm in. And let's do the fortune die right this time. Okay, bearing that in mind.
Roll high, not low.
I know, right?
Well, you do have to declare how many you're attacking before you roll the fortune die.
Oh, well. I was going after 6 last time, so that's how much I was intending this time. So let's go through with this.
Yeah, the fortune die is basically rolled at the same time as the normal dice, effectively. So.
All right. Nope. We're back to -1 everything.
Yeah.
Alright.
Anyone else on 7?
Nope.
Just bad guys. All right. The spiky demon, which is the one Skitch is fighting.
Mm-hmm.
The chupacabra.
Hops, sort of scampers backward a bit, and basically flexes forward with his arms. You notice that there's a lot of spines along his arms sort of spring up forward and then shoot out towards you in a cloud of spikes.
That seems dangerous.
Ooh.
Should have been actively dodging.
I hate you, Skype. What is attacking me?
Nothing you. It's attacking Skitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he hits you by 1 since you are able to be dodging accurate. You were able to basically. Actually, no. You.
I should have said I was actively dodging, but.
All right. Well. All right. So if you wanted to actively dodge before I rolled the hit, you could have. I didn't give you time. So.
That's okay. That would add what? How much does that add to my action value?
+3.
Plenty.
A lot.
Okay.
He'd miss. So.
Right. That would be okay. So. Right. Okay.
Normally he'd be hitting exactly here, but because of your +2 to the acrobatic stuff, you'd miss.
Right. So that'll be fine then.
So.
That means I move on 5 now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that was him. And some mooks go on 7 also. So there were 3 on Skitch and 3 on Word. Actually, 2 on Skitch. One of the ones on Skitch is dead. What the? You were still dodging, so odds of hitting are what they call almost non-existent. Yeah, and the ones on Word. Do you want to actively dodge?
Nah.
All right.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll get to the damage for that in a second. So he rolled a 14, so he hit by exactly, I think, or did hit by 1?
1 over.
Okay. All right, so hit by 1. He is using a sword. He is strength 5, so 10 damage. Minus your toughness, obviously.
Alright, so that hurts me 4.
Yep. He hits you with a sword. Ha ha! I hit her! She doesn't seem badly hurt.
I slap him. Rude.
All right. That's it for 7. 6.
6, it's me.
Yep.
I'm going to just savage our sorcerer friend.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit by 1. He wasn't actively dodging because he's sort of lying on the ground, and I guess he could fireman's roll away, but stop, drop, and roll effectively. But
Right.
yeah, that'll hit by 1. So that is 13 damage minus his, again, amazing toughness of 5. So he takes 8 wound points.
Excellent.
He is now impaired.
Excellent.
Ow! Why? Why? Oh God! Obey me, demon! Obey me! Wait a minute.
I hate sorcerers.
Undercooked. He hates undercooked sorcerers. You mean?
All right, the gargoyle demon will go after you now, Eric.
No. And he hit
That's a
me
hit.
again.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that is 10 base damage. Actually, sorry, no, more than that. 12 base damage, just like you, Eric.
Right.
You hit by 1, so 13 damage minus your toughness.
So I took 3.
Yeah. Grr.
25 is when you start taking impairment, right?
Yep.
Alright.
You're a long way off, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And you have regeneration.
No, it's only 1 per sequence, but...
It's better than nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It's much better than nothing.
It's fantastic, especially for out of combat.
Yes.
Longfang is basically fully healed every fight, at the start of every fight.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we just gauntlet stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, so you gone... Oh, the sorcerer goes. Basically, he's there going, why won't you... You should be obeying me! You're a demon! Wait a minute. You're a demon.
Oh yeah!
He's gonna try to... Yep. What is he gonna... Oh, I know what he might try to do. Let me double check that he can do this.
He throws a Pokeball.
No, he's not gonna... No, he's not gonna try to... He's not gonna try to use influence on Eric. That's boring. Yeah, he's gonna try to banish you.
Ooh.
That sounds bad.
Well, he has the summoning school.
Okay.
How do you think he summoned the demons?
Yeah.
Now, mind you...
He called really loudly.
Where would he banish me to?
Well, odds are it won't actually send you out of this, but he makes it will basically make you have to like move away from him.
Ah, okay.
It's more like turn undead.
Ah. I was thinking
it's-
that it was going to take him out of toad form.
Depending on what I roll, it might actually do that.
Oh.
I haven't decided yet exactly what happened. Depends on what he rolls. Mind you, he's also at -1 right now because he is injuriated.
Grievously harmed.
Actually, he fails to banish you. He's like,
Aha!
"You mo gwegwe baby now, you mo gwegwe." Ha ha! Why aren't you banished? Why are you still here?
Am I supposed to be banished?
I reject your authority.
Oh dear. This is not going as well as I wanted. All right. So that is him and his demon. And now the 3 mooks that are on you, Eric. Why? No. No.
They're really not trying that hard anymore.
Actually, I'm going to say the really sad thing is they don't know it's completely useless. Oh, they're not using unarmed attacks on you. That's right. You're
Yeah,
immune to
they're not
unarmed. You're immune to unarmed attacks. That's right.
Yes.
All right. All right. That's it for 6. 5.
I go on 5.
All right. So does
I go
Lau.
on 5. Yep.
All right, Sketch, you up first. Actually, Lau's
there's
up
still-
first. Technically, Lau's up first. Hold on.
Mhm.
All right. He's gonna sort of leap backwards. Nick, plant his feet on one of the pillars in the room, the sort of pillars in the room, and spring back towards you in flying sword attempt again.
I'm going to actively dodge it.
Okay, that's probably for the best.
Yep.
So you peer out of the way again. You're like, nope.
Nope, nope, nope,
The
nope, nope.
ballet Viking. Almost
Dude,
a
I sort of shout out to Sonder. Need a hand there?
Oh no, I'm fine.
All right.
All right, now Tyler, you're up.
I'm in excellent form today.
Here.
Did a perfect figure 8.
See here. Okay. The what he will do is he still has those 2 like summoned creatures nearby him.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, since one of them is dead, he's just gonna try to do a standing backflip while twisting in the air for no good reason, land on his feet, and then attack one of the other ones. Attack one of them. So
Are you attacking the guards or the demons?
demon. It was a demon attack.
There's
but
there's a demon there with the spiky demon, and then there are 2 guards that are right near
Right.
you.
But you did not roll well.
Yeah.
You're not having a good night tonight, man.
No.
Well, this seems to be the way that Skitch's things with Ty Lee go, is that he's kind of unimpressive for a little while, and then he does something absurd.
Yeah, kind of. It's like death. Doop 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 death.
Bumble, 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 murder.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is it for 5, I believe.
Yes.
4.
I now go on 4.
Yep. As does, I believe, almost everybody else.
Oh.
Oh no, wait, sorry. No, Word, are you on forward?
Yes.
And so it's you. Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. Yeah, it's you. Oh, yeah, that's right. You dodged on that last. Yeah, that's right, Eric. So you're on.
I'm on 3.
You're on 3. That's right. Okay. Yep. Okay. I'm looking at the wrong. So it's the demon that's attacking Skitch, the mooks that are not attacking Eric, and Sonder, and of course Word. So you're first.
I will actively dodge as well. So.
All right. Word, you're first.
All right. I'm going to zing the 3 in front of me and the 2 that are on Ty Lee because.
You're going for 5. Okay.
Why not? Yeah. Fortune die. Now
There
we're
you
talking.
go. There you go.
There we are.
21. That'll take them out. So the 2 on Skitch and the 3 on you. Excellent.
Yep.
That takes care of all the ones that were going to act this shot.
I saved you from paperwork.
And dice rolls. All right, so you're done. Who else is on 4?
Me.
All right, you and the demon on Skitch. The demon on Skitch will go, and then you. He will try to... Skitch, you notice that he sort of spins around and he points one of his arms at you, and their spikes have grown back to where the ones that he fired off before.
What? I didn't sign up for this. Oh yeah, I did.
Spray of spikes! You nimbly dodge out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then a bunch of...
Yeah.
Ding.
Exactly.
All right, now Sandra, you're up.
All right. What I want this to be is that when he did the leaping strike and I dodged out of the way, I want this to be a continuation of that.
Okay.
I'm going to grab him by his sword arm and slam him into the ground.
Okay,
And I want to, if I successfully hit, I want to try and maintain my grip on his arm.
got it. Go for it.
So this is.
Wrestle Viking, go!
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's like, no!
Oh well.
It's like he's intuited the fact that you are a grappler somehow, despite the giant axe.
Or rather, I imagine that he's trained in making sure that he can keep on doing what he usually does.
Almost as if he's actually a mobile fighter that prefers to leap around and doing stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Come here. Come here.
Nope, 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 nope. I'm flying by and striking you. That's my
Come on,
turn.
it's not working.
All right, so that is it for 4, I believe. 3?
3, that's me.
That would be me.
Oh, you're fast enough, so go.
No. I'm not. I don't act until 1. So.
Okay. Well, seeing as I'm already poised over the sorcerer, and I'm just basically sitting there raking with him with my claws, I'm going to keep doing that.
Okay,
Oh, but that sucked.
that'll miss. It's like, ah!
He sort of scoots back on his ass.
Yep. Get away, get away, get away!
You gotta get away. Get away.
Alright, so he's going to conjure up another lightning bolt at you.
God damn it.
Go away! But, it just misses. He's panicking and it misses. He's not used to being he's not used to being attacked by demons. He's usually used to controlling them. He's mystified by the fact there's a demon who won't obey his commands. He's like, what the hell?
This is what I've been doing to people? This is terrifying.
I regret everything now.
All right, the gargoyle demon will fly up behind you, Eric, and try to basically rip your throat out from behind.
He keeps on trying to do that. And not doing so well.
You're like, yeah, no. It's like, ha ha! I'm behind you. I'm going to.
Pat him aside with the claw. Busy.
Ah!
Was off, kid. You bother me.
Go away, boy.
I say there, boy, you're not gonna hit anything. Your wrist's all limp.
Boy's about as
You
sharp
gotta
as.
follow through there. It's all in the wrist, son. Nice kid, but you don't pay no attention.
Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball, round on all edges. At any rate, excuse me. Oh yeah, and the mook's on you, Eric.
Oh, yes.
Kang's done for the round. That demon's done for the round. Eric's done for the round. And last 3 mooks are about to be done for the round. Yeah, you are. No. No.
No.
They were trying.
Yeah, that last one especially.
Yeah. All right, they're done. All right, that's it for 3, 2. Lau's up. Lau is going to. Let's see, how much food does he have left? 2 points? I guess he'll just leap up, I think. And just do a jumping attack from above that doesn't actually do anything extra damage-wise, but it's just cool. Actually... Wow, he could actually use... he can use Abundant Leap. Sweet.
How many food points does this asshole have?
Total of 8, and he's used 6 so far on his 2 flying swords. And he's got 2 left, so he can use Abundant Leap. Which propels him way up into the air. Basically to the top of the pagoda. And he hits the ceiling and comes flying back down towards you. And misses.
He sounded so stupid.
I take 2 steps backwards.
And he lands at your feet. He's like, ding, on the floor. He's like,
It's like one of those big anime super special attacks where he's like flying through the column of light down towards the foe, and you got like ghostly images of all his mentors encouraging him on, and then Saunders steps.
yeah, he's doing all these flashy attacks, and Saunders like, no, no, no.
You know, when you spend that much time jumping around, gives me lots of room to move. You're not very fast, actually.
All right, that's it for 2, I guess. 1.
Woohoo!
That's me.
Lots of
Alright.
people going.
Yep, and the spiky demon is on 1 also.
Alright, I'm up first. I'm going to take a basic shot. Actually, no, I'm going to take a double burst shot at the sorcerer.
All right, pulling out your gun.
Yes.
Okay. Rolled it.
Fuck.
Oh well.
All right, so you fired off 12 bullets out of the clip. There are 5 left.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So who's next?
How many people are left right now?
It's you, Sonder, and the Spiky Demon.
So, whoever's faster between Tylee and the Spiky Demon.
Tylee's first. Tylee's faster than the Spiky Demon.
All right. Well, take a failed attempt and try it again. Start with the sword low and slash up in a nice flourishing arc and spin after the attack's been initiated. And I'm going to roll a 10, aren't I? No, almost.
He rolls an 11.
All right, Spiky Demon will. He's getting tired of shooting spikes at you, honestly.
I don't want to do this so many damn times.
Oh no, he can do it quite a bit. He'll come leaping at you with his basically tries to run by you and slash you with the spikes on his arm. As opposed to shooting you. He decided shooting you is not working. Therefore, slashing at you will totally work. 10 base damage, Sketch.
Snap. That means I suck it up by 7, so that's 3 wound points.
Yep. Ha-ha! I drew first blood. First blood! I win, right? Oh, no, we're fighting to the death. That's right. Oh, well.
You're going to die soon anyway, so...
Sonder, you're up.
All right, I'm going to do this one more time. And this time I'm going to put Breath of the Dragon on it.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab this guy's arm,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to slam him, and it's going to work. Oh, wait. That's actually a 20.
Okay, so you hit this time.
Yeah.
All right, so you slam him to the ground. Thud!
And I want to maintain my grip on his arm.
All right, so how much damage are you doing?
It's, well, strength plus however much you give me.
+1 for this is a grapple.
Okay. So my strength is, what? There it
9,
is.
I believe.
Yeah. So, 10, and plus what, 6?
You hit by... He's martial arts 14, so you hit by 6?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so...
So 16 total minus his toughness.
Which is good. It's a 7. Not
Okay.
amazing. 16 plus 7 is 9 wound points. Ow! And now you have him on the ground.
And I have his arm.
You do indeed. All right, initiative for the next round.
I was hoping I rolled better this time.
2 again.
There we
Yay!
are. That's more like it.
You won, you traitor! You
All
broke
right.
the 2 sequence!
All right, now for the bad guys. Kang.
I've had it to here with 2s.
Kang makes up for it. Lao.
Ah.
Oh, he's gonna get to go a bunch.
Yep.
But I have his arm.
Yeah, you do. Demons are... And the remaining mooks.
Well,
Everybody goes on 10.
All right. I wrote down the wrong initiative for Kang. I wrote down what he rolled, not his total. He does not go on 2. He goes on 10.
we could...
I'm in favor of him going on 2.
Too bad. Lao's up first. He will attempt to break free of Sandra's grip on this action.
All right. So
Oppose strength rolls.
Oh. All right. I have the advantage here.
Yeah, and while he would normally might be able to like do some sort of attack, he'll try to kick you, I guess, while he's on the ground here. But that's about it. He can't use his sword since it's a two-handed sword. So, arg! He will actually, he's at -1 because he's sort of in a bad position. Attempt to kick you.
Misses.
Yeah, you managed to just like it. No. All right, that's it for him on 15. 14.
I should have named my sling ghoul because I'm feeling lucky.
Well, bad.
Yeah, that went about as lame as to be expected. That's at the sorcerer,
Okay.
because I'm focus firing on him at the moment. With about as much as you can expect.
All right, you're never allowed to brag again.
When did I brag?
You just now.
I was being lame, much in the same vein as Skitch does when he starts talking about his character.
All right. Well, that was 14. 13. On 13, Demon 1 goes. That's the one that's been fighting Skitch. He'll leap up there, sort of tuck up to a ball, sort of spin sort of like Sonic, and fire off a spray of quills.
He will actively dodge.
Okay.
Didn't need to, but...
And
You're
you dodge.
slow.
Oh, God. Twitch. I've watched the Sonic boss fight, and I want to be the Boshi. Dear Lord.
In the what?
There's a game called in the series, the I Want to Be the Guy series of games. The most recent one, one of the boss fights is against Sonic.
Oh, jeez.
You're too slow. It's so, oh my God, he's infuriating. I'm so glad I wasn't actually playing it. I was just watching it. I'm like, oh my God, I'd punch something. All right, so that was 13, 12. Lau goes on 12. He'll try to break free again.
Alright. Aha!
You maintain your grip. He's like, aha! I've rolled really... You're much stronger than I am, aren't you? He'll try to kick you again, though.
Okay.
Arg!
Oh!
Right in the Johns.
Yeah, actually, basically.
Alright. So that's
Thunk!
hit by 7.
Yeah, so that's strength plus 2, so that's 9 base damage. So hit by 7, you said?
So I take 7.
Yeah.
Ow.
That's a very unhappy Sonder now. It's a very angry...
That!
That's probably a very angry Sonder, actually.
Berserker.
Well, I can't actually do that because I didn't declare it at the start of the round.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so...
Didn't I say I'm getting some fine ass? Why would you do that?
So that's it for 12, I think. 11.
I'm in.
Go for it.
Oh, basic slingshot at Sork.
Okay.
Nope.
That will miss. Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Yep.
Anyone else on 11? 10, when a lot of things happen.
Everybody!
Alright, who's the fastest of you guys on 10?
I've got a speed of 10. Or is it 8?
I think you are as fast as Kang, so therefore you go before him.
Yes, I am 8.
Go. Okay, you go first.
So I will devour Kang. Or I will do that.
Eric, you hit.
I'll slip on the gore that I have pulled from his body and fall down next to him.
All right, so that was Eric. Kang goes. He scuttles back and gets up to his feet finally. He's like, managed to decide, wait, I should be standing up for this stupid shit. Why the hell am I lying on the ground letting the toads claw at me? This is stupid. So he steps back, regains his composure.
That sounded him regaining his composure.
Actually, yes.
This is composure, not his dignity.
Cower before me, mewling fool! At which point he will fire a lightning bolt at you again.
Lightning bolt!
Kerzabi!
Hit by 1.
Sweet.
So that's, what, 13 damage?
Yep.
Is that with the penalty?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's normally sorry. That actually should be rolling a 14. He's only got 1 point of impairment, so that should be 1 more point of damage.
Okay, so. Ow.
Bow before me, demon. Worship your master.
I'm just gonna stuff you back in my mouth.
Don't do that.
That's not a very nice place to be.
I might reconsider if you took a breath mint.
All right. All right. Demons go. The gargoyle one will basically try to. What is he going to do this time? He's going to give up going for your throat since you're clearly not letting him do that. Instead, he's basically going to try to latch onto your arm and start gnawing on it.
Ooh.
Ow, hey, I need that. How much are we looking at here?
Base damage of 10, so
So, extra 2.
12. Yeah, well, that's 2 wound points on him because he's
Yeah.
toughness 10. The toad is really freaking tough.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel it, though.
Yeah, that's why I've been trying to cover you, but the dice aren't cooperating.
It happens. All right, so anyone else? Let's see. Oh yeah, the Skitch. Are you on 10?
I'm on 9 right now.
9. Okay. Spiky Demon will lunge at you again.
Actively dodge.
Okay. In that case, he's almost certainly going to miss.
Ooh.
Good thing you actively dodged.
Yep. That's that makes me only hits by 1.
All right, so then he is doing 11 damage minus your toughness.
That's 4 damage. I have total 7 damage right now.
Okay. All right, he's done. Oh, mooks. Right, the mooks on Eric. You know what they're going to do?
What are they gonna do?
Run the fuck away. They determined this is a stupid fight, and Peter doesn't want to keep track of them anymore.
They all decide they're not being paid enough to be in this shit stain of a movie, so they're going to renegotiate their contracts.
They're like, no one's looking at us. You know, we could just, like, leave. And if we, like, ditch our uniforms and basically hide out the village, no one will notice us. Dun, 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 dun.
And so, surprisingly, the first plot hole was formed.
What hole are you talking about?
All right, that's it for 10. 9. Just Lao then.
Yeah.
He'll try to break free once again. Nick. He rolled brilliant. He's like, aha! This time my technique's perfect. I kicked him. I'll roll and why are you so strong?
Why is it the stronger I get, you get stronger?
He'll try to kick you again out of spite.
He misses.
Yeah. It's like, oh, and you're like, nope, you're not kicking me in the Jimmy again. All right, 8.
I finally get to go.
So do I.
I'm in. Oh boy. I'm going to change this up, actually. I'm not going to shoot anyone. I'm actually going to do a jump kick at the sorcerer, even though my martial arts is shit.
Okay, go for it.
Ah, and I finally get a good roll, of course. But the point is, I'm now in his face.
Okay. He's like, what the? What are you doing here? Shoo, woman, get out of my way. I'm dealing with a demon there who should be
my
worshipping
battle
me.
That's my battle toad, and you will deal with me first, you little shrimp.
Oh, really?
No one beats up my battle demon but me.
All right. Okay. Then Sonder, you're up.
All right. Now that I have grabbed him,
Uh-huh.
I am going to use my other hand to hit him with my axe, and I'm going to put Breath of the Dragon on this.
Okay.
So this is a total of plus 17. 19.
Yeah, that'll hit by. I'm gonna say that he was -1 for being on the ground and you having him grabbed.
So I hit by 6.
Yes, you do.
All right, 22 damage minus his toughness.
Oh! So that is his toughness was 7, so 15 wound points.
All right, I think he's injured.
Oh yeah. Oh no! Wait. He
No,
is
I'm
one
just
away.
short. I'm just short.
He is at 24 wound points. Ow! It's like He barely managed to basically parry some of it with his sword, but it still cuts into him pretty. He's like,
I'm still holding him on the ground, swinging my axe down on him.
yeah. All right. So that is it for 8, I believe. 7. Oh, Skitch is on 8. Sorry, my bad.
Who's left? So it's just the demon and
They're the two. Both demons are still up, and the 2 humans are badly beaten up.
okay. Well, I'll still attack one of the demons. Every attempt has failed so far, but that doesn't mean this one will fail. In fact, it probably makes it even more likely it'll fail. A forward flip with the slash coming downward at one of the demons. Yes, indeed it fails.
You are getting slightly better on each attack.
Yes, 10, 11, and 12.
I don't think we have enough time for this learning curve.
Well, you don't know that.
Well, hopefully the curve will improve.
In our favor.
Yes. Yes.
It's like being a carry in League of Legends. You're really weak at first, but gradually become absurdly powerful.
I prefer Smite, thank you. In fact, I've actually made Smite references in this cast.
Yeah. All right. At any rate, so we've gotten that. Anyone else? So now we're done with 8. 7.
Aha!
You're up first, Eric.
All right, I sort of pick myself up, gently move one aside, and then devour the sorcerer. Or I suck. Oh.
He's like, no, you stop trying to eat me. You obey me, not eat me, you stupid demon. You
Hold still.
Eventually, one of these lightning bolts will convince you to stop trying to eat me.
It will if you keep hitting him.
That's why I got in here, to discourage that line of thought.
All right. Kang is up next. I know what he's gonna do. He is going to spend a fortune die, and he is going to attack both Yuan and Long Feng with a lightning bolt.
Goody.
Chain lightning.
Yep. So he makes so he's got a penalty of 2 to hit. But if he hits Long Feng's defenses, then he hits both of you.
All right.
So first off, he rolls his fortune die.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Better hope that negative die is really high. Nope.
21. So
that hits by 4.
So it hits Long Feng by 4. So that is
hits me by...
no. The outcome is by 4. It doesn't matter how much he exceeds yours by. It's purely on. It's based on how much he hits Long Feng by.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God.
Yes. So, he hits you by 4. He does 12 base damage. So it's 16 minus your toughness.
That hurts
Okay.
me by 10. Now.
Chain lightning! Now obey me, demon! Obey me!
Shut the hell up, you hag.
Hag?
You heard me.
Well, if he doesn't have a penis, then he might as well be. Shouted all the way across the room.
Technically, he still has that.
For replace penis with any balls.
I know. I know. All right, so that's Long Fang's action for the round, and he got to be awesome for one brief shining moment, which is all I can really ask for. So the demons go. Actually, let me double check something on this. Oh, this should be good for this full sequence at least. Okay, good. All right. The one on Longfang's arms continues to try to gnaw on him. Successfully.
So it's 10, 11?
Base 10, yeah, base damage 10, so.
So, took a point. If he does that 4 more times, I will be impaired.
I think you have more of the lightning to worry about, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spiky Demon. What's he gonna do this round? He's getting kind of. Guess he'll.
He'll behave like a regenerator from Resident Evil 4.
He'll just basically throw a clawed swipe at Ty Lee.
I'll actively dodge.
Okay.
Ooh, good thing you did.
Yeah. Sit still, you.
I think that's impressive. You should see me when I try to hit someone. Oh, wait.
All right, that's it for 7, at least on my end. Anybody else on you guys from 7?
No.
6. It's Lau's turn, and your turn.
I don't go.
You're on 5s. All right, Lau will try to break. Lau will try to break free again.
Yep. I've got a pretty good chance of beating him. Yep.
All right. You're grabbing his arm is the thing.
Yeah.
So he'll just try to kick you again because he really doesn't. He's gotten used to this, so he's not on any penalty anymore. But
okay, fair enough. He hit me.
So 9 base damage plus how much he hit by 2? So 11 damage.
Well, actually, I think that I don't know. Is it? If we're going off of my shield, then he hit me by 1. But whatever.
Oh, he hit by 1. You're right. You're right. He hit by 1. Sorry, my bad.
So I take 1 damage.
Yes, he kicks you in the shin.
All right, this takes me to 12.
All right. I don't believe anyone else is on 6. So 5.
I'm in.
Me too.
All right. So Word, what are you doing?
I'm going to point my Glock straight in the sorcerer's face and unload a burst. Just one.
All right.
That's all I have.
Go for it.
And you know what? Fortune die.
Okay.
Because, crap, this is getting bad.
You hit by 1.
I finally hit.
So that is
11 damage plus whatever I hit by.
You hit by 1, so 12 damage. So he takes 7 wound points, which is enough to kick him up.
There you go.
Yep.
Finally.
That kicks him up to the next point of impairment.
Aha.
So he's like, "What is that? Bang! Ow! Ow! God! What is that thing? What sorcery is this?"
That's for me to know, and you to ponder while you writhe in pain for your last few moments. Finish him, Battletoad.
Don't tell me what to do.
I slap Longfang. Shut up and do it.
Well, I get to go first, so.
Yeah, go, Nick.
All right,
Being dramatic.
I'm going to put my put my foot down on top of one of his things and say, "Stop doing that! Just hold still."
I'm not done pummeling you yet.
And I will just do a normal attack with my axe.
Okay.
Well, he is not impaired, so that misses.
He scoots out of the way. He's like, "Ah, no!"
Stop it!
All right. He's gonna have to break free at some point. He may have to use his last fortune.
Or he's going to have to die.
He may have to burn his last fortune point to actually get out of this. It's like, damn it, no! Stop this! All right, so that was 5. 4?
That's everybody.
All right.
Four is. Yep.
All right, so
Told me what to do. I stuffed the sorcerer into my mouth. Or I just keep on sucking.
You need to stop rolling negatives, bro.
see, Eric, you keep talking when you're about to stuff in your mouth.
Yeah, you keep on telling him what you're about to do.
It's true.
You're like, don't tell me what to do. All right, Tylee, you're up.
Yep. Another attempt at making an impressive flourish / spin to slice at the demon, and come on, 13.
Oh!
All right.
You hit.
Yay!
Wow, I'm up to 14.
Progress.
Well, that was the least impressive way to get that hit I could get. A 1-1.
Snake eyes.
12
You busted him on
damage.
Snake Eyes.
12 damage. Okay, well, he's actually not very tough, so that actually hurts. He's actually only tough to 6, so he takes 6 wound points.
Well, that's.
You're like, slash! That hurt more than I thought it was going to. He's like, ah! You actually can hit me! What the hell? I thought you were just some sort of dodgy git.
I am that, but shut
And
up.
more.
Alright, Kang is out of fortune points.
Oh, thank
Well.
Lord for that.
Is he out of fortune points? He spent 2, I think.
Yes.
Does he have a third? No, he does not have a third. Alright. So he is going to... He sort of looks at this. See, you should just obey me. You are so you as much as you try to devour me, your natural reluctance to devour your master shines through. I will just rid you of your troublesome controller now, and then you will choose to obey me like any good demon will. And he proceeds to try to throw a lightning bolt at you on.
Ooh.
Went on 5. Actively dodging.
Probably a good plan.
Yeah.
Kerzappy!
Fail.
Yeah.
You want to tilt her head slightly to the side.
Sit still and let me light.
Surprising reaction considering that last one almost killed her, so...
Sit still and let me electrocute you.
Why would you let me kill you? Come on!
Hey, come on, won't hurt that much.
This is
Come on.
bullshit! This isn't fun anymore!
How dare you be this competent? Oh yeah, the demon on Eric's arm. I forgot about him.
Oh yeah.
Om nom nom.
Stop hurting me.
Arr, 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 arr.
Rated by 2 damage.
Yeah.
So you're what, 23?
22.
All right. That's it for 4. So 3.
Went on 6, didn't I?
5.
5. Okay, so one more.
On 3, Lau goes.
Yes.
He's going to spend a fortune die to try to break out because he's
Fair
tired of this bullshit.
I'm not. Oh, that's gonna help.
Yeah.
I believe he's actually gonna have a higher bonus now than me. Whoa, he 4 boxcars.
Oh. Oh! He failed.
I think you broke his arm.
Actually, he basically, as he does, he's like, aha! And you watch as his sword goes flying across the room. Oh, that's not good.
I'm going to just grin down at him.
He literally goes, aha! Ah, ow, ow, that hurts, and you're clang, skitter, 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 skitter. He literally says, oh, that's not good.
Oh god, he pulled a... Oh man, that's brilliant.
He's not even going to bother kicking you. He's not in position to do it.
Okay.
That's it for 3, 2.
Yay!
Yeah.
Kill this irritating twit, and 10% of your debt is cleared.
I backhand him.
Rolled it.
The sorcerer.
Rolled it.
Yeah!
See, you stop trying to eat him, and you hit. Alright, so it's base damage of 12. You hit by 6. 18 minus toughness 5 is 13 wound points.
Oh, he's got to start making checks.
You think? It's a death check
We'll
of.
probably fail this one, actually.
That is actually a DC 10 death check.
Oh, God.
Wow.
He was at 32.
Yeah, you just bitch slapped him to death.
Actually, you basically backhand him, and you hear a snap as his head twists sideways, and he sort of tips over. His eyes roll. His eyes roll up, and his head he tips over sideways and falls to the ground with his neck broken.
Just turn around and hold your hand out. Okay. Like, I'm not gonna pay you anything.
Yeah, clearing debt doesn't mean he gets anything back.
Oh.
So I turn to the demon and go, the demon on my arm and go, "Are we done?"
Arr? As he looks up through a mouthful of your arm, and he's like, huh. Actually, Nick, why don't you resolve yours first?
Yeah. Well,
Because if you actually finish this guy off, then I'm probably going to declare the combat over.
Yeah. I'm going to go up to the guy, and I'm going to do a Sparta kick on him.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm going to put Bite of the Dragon on this.
Okay.
Wait. Kick him outside of the pagoda.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to actually try and do it so that I kick him further away from his sword.
Okay.
Oh, God!
I think you kicked him outside of the pagoda.
I think you kicked through his chest. Now he's stuck onto you.
All right. Well, okay. So you hit by 6.
And it's, what, strength plus 2 on the kicks?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 11 plus Bite of the Dragon is 13. So 19.
19 minus his toughness of 7 is 12 wound points.
So that's what, 36?
Yeah, that is actually a death check.
Oh, God!
Death check
It's not
of
very high, but...
death check of yeah, it's a DC 1 death check. However, I actually am going to rule that you kicked him out the window. Boot. Ah!
Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, there's a Wilhelm scream as he goes plummeting out the window.
Ah!
And the demon on your arm sort of looks over, sees the guy flying out the window, looks up at you and says, "Yeah, we're done." Poof. And he basically
Right.
he just sort of disappears in a puff of I'm out of here smoke. And the spike demon sort of goes, looks at you, Skitch, and he sort of says, "Do you mind if I just go?" My summoner's dead. I got no reason to be here anymore. I really don't see the need to kill you. Or try to kill you. And all your friends. So I'm leaving. Bye. Poof. We'll meet again.
Maybe!
Alright. You have killed the evil sorcerer. With a beautiful backhanded pimp slap by the toad. It's like, piff.
Okay, I'm going to go take this guy's sword and see if it's any good.
It's a good, heavy, greatsword. I mean,
I'll sell it for a little gold.
yeah, probably.
I'm going to procure the centipede jar.
All right, you guys look around. Eric, give me a creature powers check.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop. This would be a closed roll, correct?
Yes. Good.
Oh yeah, it's those things over there.
Yeah, you were actually able to identify the iron jar, the appropriate iron jar.
Excellent. Well done, Battletoad.
All right, and you are able to.
My mouth still tastes like hot wings.
All right, well, you have freed the village of the evil sorcerer. I'm going to basically say that you were able to dispatch the remaining ogres pretty easily. Just because we're not. I don't want to bother rolling that out. There is actually the former village elder is actually still alive. He's been keeping his head down because he's not an idiot. And the remaining guard, most of the remaining guards seem like decent enough folks who are just, working a paycheck and trying not to be devoured by ogres or poisoned or anything bad like that. So this village can sort of take over its thing. And you're able to get back to the real world since you left yourself a path. You marked your trail back. And with the help of the between Longfeng and the village doctor, the town doctor, you're able to create the antidote for the crippled warriors and anyone else who'd been poisoned.
Yay.
Eric, I do need a creature powers roll from you though. Actually, a medicine roll. Sorry. But we'll just do the yeah, fine. 12, good. A 12 is plenty to avoid being bitten by the centipede that's in the jar.
I bite its head off.
Okay. Actually,
that's one way to avoid being bitten.
Actually, Eric, you remember that you don't really want to do that, not because it would hurt you, but because you need the centipede a lot. You need the centipede's head actually for the antidote. You need the centipede alive during the creation of the antidote.
Oh, okay.
So you create the antidote, and basically it involves boiling the centipede alive. Yeah.
Okay. So we make lobster out of centipede.
Yeah. So yes. Well, once you actually have done the boiling of it alive, you don't need the actual centipede itself. The water has been affected by the death of the centipede, which is what you needed. And you're able to cure the crippled warriors. It'll take some time for their strength to recover.
Yay!
And we will get to next week. We will actually get to the conversation with the village elder to find out what the hell is going on here and why the sorcerer and ergo Gao Zhang was actually interested in the village, because there is actually reasons behind that.
I
But-
didn't want to
There are
interrupt you
reasons
during
people
all
do
of that.
things.
I didn't want to interrupt you during all of that, but I wanted to say that I wanted to bring the sorcerer's head with us as proof.
Yeah.
Okay, cool,
We'll mount him on on a stake or something.
sweet. All right, so we'll wrap things up here. Everybody, you earn the usual 3 base experience points plus 3 for being attuned to a Feng Shui site. So 6 XP each.
6 XP.
And we'll be back. That's it for this week for Feng Shui. We'll be back in 2 weeks, I think. Next week will be Mutants and Masterminds. I hope everybody had a good time. Hope the viewers enjoyed the show. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks. Take care and good night.
Bye.
Night, guys.
Bye.